Yo, what up, y'all? What up, y'all? You already know it's We Locked In. It's We Locked In. What's
We
good?
locked in. What's good, dude? You know what it is, man. We
What's
locked
going
in
on?
on business. We locked in on business. We locked in on responsibility. We locked in on accountability. We locked in on progression. You say what's up? What you locked in on?
Let's
Huh?
get it. Let's get it. What up, yo? What's
Yo,
going on?
what's up,
Salute to
man?
everybody. Salute to the peoples, man. What's up?
Yo, what's
What's
going on,
good?
y'all? How
What's good?
you
What's
doing,
happening?
man? What's up, man?
Get the light on a little bit.
Yeah,
Put
man.
the light on a little bit.
I was just about to say, I was just like, yo, we can't even see you up in there, man. What's up, man?
Yeah, so you know how I be, man, moving and ripping and running, man. Saturdays be crazy. I want to get this restaurant up and jumping, and I gotta go see about getting this flyer done up for this promotional thing at this club night. Just moving, man. Business is business is business. We
This is
gotta be locked. You gotta be locked in on it when you're with it. You know what I'm saying?
Raphael Ortega said the
Cross
early throwback was
word.
don't forget that. Don't forget
He
that.
said
That
the early go back was just called.
listen,
Word.
do not forget that.
Late wreck we coming out.
Yo, man. So let me just. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm gonna have to be the one to say it. So tonight and this is to our audience out there. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to have our brother Kyle on tonight. We've been trying to reach him. I think that perhaps, um, I'm hoping that he's all right because we haven't heard back from him. I spoke to him earlier, but his family is reaching out to him right now. We hope that he's all right. Perhaps he might be knocked out or something, but we just rescheduled tonight's episode and stuff like that. But this one is definitely for the record book. So we
yeah,
want
it's
y'all
gonna
to
be
make sure y'all don't not look at this episode right here and don't keep it on your calendar. We do know that in this line of business, things happen like that, but we have to keep it all the way 100 with y'all to let y'all know. Listen, the brother could not come on tonight for whatever reason, so on the back channels, I'm gonna be doing everything to reach out to them to find out if everything's all right. But when the time is right, sometimes we want things to happen when we want them to happen. But if Allah doesn't decree things to happen, it's just not going to happen. No matter what you want done, how you want it done, when you want it done, who you want it done with, where you want it done at, it don't matter. If it's not decreed that it's going to happen, it's not just going to happen. But Daryl Carr, shout out to you too, man. It's always good to see y'all, man. But so we just wanted to come on for a few minutes, let y'all know that everything is all right, everything is well. Give y'all little updates and stuff like that. But outside of that, man, we was just giving y'all the most primary and most important update that we're gonna postpone tonight's episode. John Ace is stupid.
so listen,
He, he said Kai's bedtime is 5 p.m.
Mikey be down there looking like the villain. Bad Mikey,
Yeah, this guy's switching hats.
Bad Mikey is
Yeah, that's my
the
man.
first black YouTube superhero.
Okay.
He's not the villain. I'm the good guy. So get it right.
Yeah. So Bad Mikey, and this is like this is like an official announcement that Bad Mikey is not the bad guy. He's actually like a good guy fighting against the villains on YouTube.
Fighting against the villains on YouTube. Bad Mikey is the first black YouTube superhero. When did y'all hear this before? We don't got no superheroes.
Yo,
Come to
hold on.
clean up these YouTube streets.
Yo,
Cleaning up
hold on.
these
Hold on.
YouTube
Ja A said, Kai, I can guarantee he's sleeping. I know him personally. Yo, Ja, there's no doubt we know. First thing, I called everybody. I called his cousins. I was about to call his aunt, everybody. I had his cousin call his sister. We was about to call everybody. About to call the whole family. But the thing is that, Kai's probably in his bed, knocked out right now. For real. But and that's a good thing. I prefer my brother to be in his bed knocked out than somewhere else.
So next time this will probably be an early interview next time.
Yeah, that's bro. So
We'll
we
schedule it for him.
love him no matter what, love him and respect him no matter what.
We'll
So
schedule it for him.
yeah, we'll make it and accommodate him, for his schedule and stuff like that. That's the Brody. So, but things happen. This is just sometimes it's just that's just the way it is. But We just didn't. We don't want to let you guys down. I know there's people out there who probably were tuned in, wanting to tap in and hear what we had to say and hear what the bro had to say. But don't feel bad. Don't feel let down. You know, we locked in. The goal is to give you guys this quality information, and that's what the aim is. But in the interim, KK, you want to give any updates regarding your episodes, your upcoming episodes on Tuesday, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, it's crazy because more and more people have been tapping in. So I don't really want see what I want to do. I want people to actually tune in because there's gonna be different people popping up. Like we got some brothers from Philly pulling in next week, but we're gonna the topic is mainly gonna be defining culture, right? Because we end up going into last week's discussion, culture came out. Just like gang culture, hip hop culture, like different cultural perspectives had came out in the discussion. And we was talking, he was like, you know what? We need to really go on and define what culture is. So other individuals wanted to tap in. But we had the brother from ITF Sports, who's been building with different artists like Chief Keef, Young Thug and them peoples, a few other individuals as well, as far as building the paintball league. 'Cause they have a big league in paintball where people was getting paid for. So he actually did a sports thing. It's in New York too. Whereas you want to make it even bigger to where we have regional teams from different states. Now I'm saying to pull individuals out of the hood. You know what I mean? Just to provide another source of revenue. You know what I'm saying? Another source of dealing with trauma and mental health. You know what I mean? Where dudes can actually do something. You know what I'm saying? It changed lives. So we was focusing on that part. But our brother from Philly, I don't want to put his name out there, but our brother from Philly that's pulling up, he's been working with the likes of Jill Scott, Meek, other individuals out of Philly as well, as far as building organizations and helping those out. But he gonna be tapping in too. So listen, make sure y'all tap in, man. The information, it be so much information on there. Like you have to tune in with a pen and paper in hand or your iPhone ready to take some information because jewels is gonna be dropped left and right. Contact info is dropped left and right. You need help with anything is gonna be provided, whether it be credit, finding a job, looking for grant resources. Uh, They got morning motivational calls that they do. It's a bunch of things though. A team is locked in with. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Tuesday nights at 8, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm glad to hear that. That's your project is definitely making headway. We gotta just keep pushing the envelope. It's something that we know that it doesn't happen overnight. So please support KK on Tuesdays night. The real welfare check. That show right there is a different type of show. It's in the vein of We Locked In, but it's KK's brainchild, him and the people who he's working with down south.
The Queen of Money Magnet. Salute the
Queen the Money Magnet. Shout out to Queen the Money Magnet. And everybody that he's been pulling up on the show, but they want to bring a different type of information stream to the public, and I would definitely advise everybody to tune into that. Next week is going to be
shout out Cash. You gotta shout Cash out, man. Cash be big supporter, bro. He on there pushing it like, yo, told like what? He like
Sure.
love it, bro, man. Salute to Cash, man. He definitely been vocal about it, man. He loving it. He been tapping in, asking questions, giving his insight, his feelings. You know what I mean? And it's been beautiful though to be able to build, just to be able to touch individuals, man, because that's what we aim to do.
So next week the episode on Tuesday is going to be on culture.
Yeah, we was talking about defining culture. Yeah, so
I like those conversations, bro.
because the last week one it started to end on that, and it got a little, people got excited because we had Big Blue on there from the West Coast. He had pulled up, you know what I mean, and we was discussing how when individuals came in, involved in gang culture, some of our rites of passage that we looked at was that bravado, like having bravado, being considered to be strong and tough. That was the thing. However it came about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
However it came about. But no, unfortunately, and for a lot of us, it came about the wrong way. And prison and gang life and all, and those became the like ideals in a sense to show a person was strong, and tough in the conversation when you know what I'm saying that's where it ended up going. So when Big Blue came on, he an older brother, he was with he was a crip, early on, and he was saying like that was some of the things that motivated him, the bravado, you know, dudes
Right.
being able and but he was still taught, by the elders, a lot of the elders though, honorable things, being respectful, being accountable, you know what I mean, taking care of your community and stuff like that. So when you don't have that part of it, and this is what we're saying up to this day right now, when that part gets lost, the integrity, the character part, now it's just all bravado. Now it's just all you wanting to be seen like you the toughest person, but you ain't got your character sucks though. You
Todd,
don't got no other good character traits that was taught to you because now it's just I shoot, I bang. Like, what else? What else? Your community is in shambles. The community that you live in don't even like you. Like you got beef with people up the block. You got beef with people around the corner. You know what I'm saying? The kids are not safe. The elders is not safe. So like what a lot of that was lost, man, which was which is I guess part of our mission. Can I come in? Yeah.
yeah, we're trying to get the West Coast back up here too. We're gonna start linking up. We got to get the West Coast back up here. So we're starting to put that together as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely. I still be in talks. I know y'all be talking, but still be in talks with brothers from out there. They ready to, come on and build. They starting to build their thing up on that side too to actually connect. So there's a lot of a lot of stuff in the work, man, and these pieces is being put together in real time. So when y'all see us on with individuals, man, that's real work being done. It ain't
We got
how
a
some of
special
these
guest.
platforms.
Yo, we got a special guest in the building tonight too. You heard? Manny Brim. What's up? What's going on?
Hey, what's the vibes? What's the vibes, people? How
Yo,
you?
the week out
We got
there.
Manny
Manny
Brim
Brim
up.
in the building,
All
man.
right.
Everybody, man. What's
What's going on, man?
going on, man? O'Shea,
What's
Mikey
good,
B.
man?
Salute.
Man, what's the deal, man? How you been, man?
Yeah, I'm macking. I'm maintaining, bro. Word, man. Out here moving around. Me and my lady about to go out, have a good time tonight.
Oh,
That's
that's
it.
great.
Okay.
Well,
That's a
Just
good
make sure,
thing.
man, you be safe out there, man.
yeah, I mean, look, bro. I move in a different type of crowd, bro. You know where we come from and what we've been through, so I'm on a different type of time out here, man. Trying to get focused, more business oriented. Oh,
So I'm glad you finally had a chance to pull up.
yeah.
So now
Yo,
we can
KK,
finally
what up?
get
Peace, brother. I
What's
don't know
we can
you,
happening?
but
finally get
peace,
to the
man. I
bottom
heard a
of it.
lot
Yeah,
about you.
yeah.
Peace.
Same here, bro. Salute.
Yeah.
We can finally get to the bottom of it. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it, right?
Yeah,
So
bro. We
Yeah,
ain't
that's
on goofy time. We ain't on goofy time. You know what I'm
now
saying?
we on real time. We
real
on grown
time.
man
You know
time.
what I'm saying?
so,
We on
so
grown
Word.
man.
let's talk about it because a couple of weeks ago we saw that you did an episode with China Brim
Right.
and I want to add that it was a great video because the numbers is still moving
Right.
and we saw it and it obviously you said some things
Yeah, yeah.
about a couple of us, Mikey, me, all of us. We was all up in there, right? And we respect it. We respect it. So
Right.
what was it that
Listening.
you were saying? What was it that you were saying about some of the things you disagree with what we did and so on and so forth?
All right, check it out. For me, personally, like me and you had these conversations off the scenes or whatever. But
Yeah, we did.
all right, check this out, bro. Me for being a part of the movement that I was a part of majority of my life as a kid, 15 years old coming up, right?
Yes.
Me and my mans and my brothers we really loved each other and really was for each other 110%. So the loyalty was a little, the tone for loyalty was set different in my eyes. The value of loyalty was a little bit different for me. When I came up north and I experienced the things that I experienced, my set or the Brims or Damu, we already know went through its changes. So the separation and shit made it worse. But for Bremen, I looked at all of us as being different. I was like, yo, we more militant and structured. That ain't never gonna happen to us. What happened, what I mean, to the U. And shout out to, don't never get it fucked up because I've been Bremen since we was under the U. You feel me? On the East Coast. So I got mad love. I got mad homies under the U that I fuck with, that my heart go out to. It's mad brothers that's official solid dudes in every nation and every function. But my thing was this: when I seen us go through that shit, and preferably I was in the coop. When we went through all that shit, I was in the coop from '06 to '08. When he went through all of that shit, I had firsthand knowledge on a lot of things. You feel me? Being at the high, sitting at the high. So it was like my heart was crushed by a lot of niggas' letters and that shit I'm not never gonna get into. This is what I was telling Disco. I don't tell, and I ain't talking about very important information, bro. I come up on here and we can shed light to being Damu and our struggles and all that. But inside information, I just can't give up like that. So I lied about all of that Southport shit. I made that shit up, you feel me? And it sounded goofy. That's what the whole shit was. It was some goofy shit to me. But to get to your question, I felt like this. I felt all of y'all didn't really pay attention and give everybody um a heads up, or at least a lot more people was affected than y'all. So I felt like, even though it was the right thing to do, it a lot of more people should have been informed about it, and it should have been done off scenes. You feel me? And then done as a conglomerate unit of more people that was involved, that is free. Because me, yes, it's a lot of people that was affected by that whole shit with we. You understand what I'm saying? From names being tarnished to niggas going through shit in and out of the coop, to even up to my name with the army as a whole. Like, I never had no dirt on my name, you know what I mean? Just being a Pee-wee, a nigga that was so loyal to Pee-wee, caused my name to go down in the state and all through the streets. Because niggas like, oh, he with we, he with we, he with we. But nigga, I was with Bremen. I was with everybody. So I felt like, damn, y'all could have checked in with more people and did that shit off the scenes. You feel me? Because a lot of people was affected, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, Moshe, I shine. It's I feel I'm ecstatic that y'all reached that level of maturity and mind state of, you know, loyalty and knowing how to forgive and all that shit. You know what I mean? I respect that part. I respect that to the utmost. And I understood when you and we told me what y'all told me, because I talked to we right after you too. Me and him actually got up that same night that
Yeah.
all that shit happened on the
Yeah, he
second
told me.
edition. You
Yeah,
feel
he
me?
told me.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I mean? Like, and me as a man and as a brother, I wouldn't allow him to get into nothing on my watch, bro. And that's being real, because they both was on that time, and it ain't just gonna go there like that. Not with me out here. But on another note, that's all I felt, Moshe. I felt like y'all could have did that shit off scenes, because a lot more people was affected in that, and y'all made that decision, and he went through a whole lot of shit. So it's like, and other people that went through may not went through as much shit as he went through, but it was like, man, I'm one of them. I went through mad shit. So I was like, damn, I seen I Shine in Franklin. You feel me? I told him this shit in his face. Like, you know what I mean? I seen Live Brim in 2011 in Crossing when I left Attica. Him, Lace, all of us was leaving. Him, Lace and them was in the pit and all of that, leaving out of Attica when I was coming there. Disco was there too then. You feel me? Always speak my mind, bro. And that's one thing that's never gonna change with me, bro. Some people been with me, they know me. That's why more comments is gonna be positive than negative. You feel what I'm saying about me? Because I'm an upright dude, live by principles and morals, man. I don't sit here and play both sides. I don't do none of that. I'm a straightforward dude. If something was wrong, I'm checking it as that. Even if you my brother, ain't no you right when you wrong with me. You wrong, your ass getting checked. You wrong. You right. All right, I'm here for you to support you on in all endeavors. But my thing is this, bro. Like I said, that was my issue, and we got past that because it ain't all about me. As always, you know who if God can forgive, who am I? Who am I not to forgive? That's what I boil it up to. You feel me? And that's just it.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. So and thank you for that. You said a lot, so I'm gonna comment to everything. I mean, and for the record, you and I we spoke
Right,
before
right.
you
You told me
before
you
you
told
went
me you
live.
already. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
before we went live, before you went live with China, you and I we actually spoke, and then you went live, and then you and I spoke with me, you and Pee Wee together and stuff like that, and then you and I we also have been speaking even when Pee Wee has not been there. It's just you and I we've been speaking just in general. Mute yourself real quick, Manny, so we don't hear the
That's KK.
background noise. That's
Okay,
KK.
okay.
No, KK, you
Prompt me, y'all.
something, Manny.
So this is the thing, right? And I think everybody, you're right that those individuals who were adversely impacted by that or what have you, I don't know if that was the intent on our part, right? We looked at it as the opposite way. Where's that noise coming from?
It's the car. Pardon me. It's the car. She was moving
Nah,
some
just
shit in it, I
all right,
believe.
nah. So the thing is this, right? So
Yeah.
we got to look at it like this too. So we looked at it like if we came together, and it wasn't that we were invalidating you, guests, or anybody else, or those people who might have been impacted by some of the decisions that were made back then, right? The issue was that we were thinking that mute yourself, Manny, mute yourself,
You
I'm
got
muted.
so you,
I'm muted. I got
so
him. I
you
got him.
can hear the background noise. All right. So it wasn't that we were not factoring you guys or taking you guys into consideration. What we did was we looked at it as being that we have this platform and we're able to reach so many individuals across the airwaves like that, that this would probably be the best way for us to not only make amends with one another, but also make amends with you guys, because we felt like you guys who were the ones that, like you mentioned, were so loyal to individuals that y'all were willing to go all out and do whatever y'all had to do, whether it was sacrifice your life, your lives, your freedom, and so on and so forth. So we didn't invalidate that, and we didn't want you guys to look at us like we was goofy or whatever the case may be like that. We hoped that by doing it this way, this would be a way for us to say to y'all, yo, we made errors. And we know you guys followed a lot of the policies and the decisions that were being made by the leadership. Y'all was just being loyal to those leaders, right? So we was just like, yo, errors were made. So how can we make amends and reach out to you guys through this platform to show you guys that, look, man, not only do we apologize to our one another, but we also apologize to you guys most importantly, because it was like, yo, y'all lost a lot. We lost a lot. Y'all jeopardized y'all livelihood and y'all freedom and stuff like that, and much more. Thank you, baby. Assalamu alaikum. Y'all jeopardized so much more just to prove, what I'm saying, that y'all was willing to basically go for the movement. And we're at fault for that. And that's not easy to do, is what I was saying to you, bro. Like, when individuals who have been living their lives for so long, who are not used to apologizing, who are not used to holding themselves to account, not used to accepting responsibilities for their shortcomings, when they can come out to the world and say, yo, we've made mistakes, I was saying to you that was a level of growth. Now, should individuals have reached back out to individuals? Of course, I think that could have been another part of that. But I think this is where we're having those conversations now, where you could come on and we can have those much deeper conversations. Where I objected with it was that you never gave me the opportunity, even though you did reach out to me. That is for the record. And I told this to Mikey. I said, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. Manny did reach out to me. He was right? You know what I mean? And I told this to Pee Wee. So I felt like you could have reached back out to me, but because you didn't know what my circumstances were. And I told you this before. I said, yo, we're living lives where things are so busy, man. Like Mikey busy, KK busy, I'm busy. Like jobs, we husbands, we fathers, and it's a lot of stuff happening. We got businesses and things like that, and nobody's like not intentionally disregarding anybody. You dig what I'm saying? So it's not that type of situation. It's just a timing factor. You know what I mean? Like if things can be done at a certain time, like right now, the timing. It's about timing. You're here. Nobody's invalidating what you have to say. You got the platform. Whatever you got to say, you can say it, and we're here to support you. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like it just we just didn't do it the right way, but it's all right. Nobody's harboring any feelings. Nobody feels no way about that. We can still grow. We can still elevate. We can still build, and let's do it. Let's settle whatever perceived differences might exist. Because the public might be thinking, oh, there's something going on, even though it ain't. Let's just, get it all out so that we can move forward, because that's what this is all about. And we're not perfect, bro. We made mistakes. We are not perfect. We're not who you thought we were. I know you probably had individuals up there as your big bros, but even your big bros fell short, bro. Your big bros made horrible choices. We made horrible choices, and y'all suffered as a result of that. And individuals is just making amends to say, yo, we fell short. You dig what I'm saying? So that's all that was about, my brother.
Hold on, let me unmute him. He's muted.
About, man.
Pardon me, y'all. Hold on. The queen, she stepped in. It's like, hold on. Everything stopped. Hold on, y'all.
Okay, yeah.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
I respect that, and I understand, bro. It's all love, man. Like Mikey, man, I'm gonna let you know this too, man, because we on here and we shedding light. Everybody that know me, Mikey, I'm not the disrespectful nigga. You heard? I'm the defense. I'm the defense homie. I'm the one that stands in defense, bro. So I be getting you. You know the faces, the names, but homie, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm one of them. I'm one of them too. I'm one of them too that's out there that's gonna put everything on the line. That's gonna stand firm. And if you come across me and it's lit, you feel me? If we can't figure out a right solution, one of us gotta go. Like, you feel me? I'm not with the extra disrespectful shit. I don't know how to do that. You heard? Real shit. I don't know how to be disrespectful to a man that deserves respect. You heard? And I believe everybody deserves respect until they show difference. You heard? When I was younger,
that was my whole
I
thing.
ain't give a fuck. I was reckless.
When I first seen like the video,
but as a grown man, bro, yo,
I think you stepping back in.
Yeah, as a grown man, bro, I'm gonna let you know all that gleeky B and shit and all that. That was for entertainment, man. That was for entertainment.
Listen,
I don't know you for.
I know. I'm just
to
saying.
be
I don't
no
care
disrespectful.
About, you heard? This YouTube stuff, bro. It's on YouTube. I'm not even worried about that. I know me. People that really been around
Nah,
me.
But listen, I had to say that because I didn't realize how deep that shit was gonna get. You feel me? Like, just even playing or going up there. Because, see, some people is really in their feelings on it, as I seen. Me, personally, I got things to talk about, but my message is a little different from that. You feel me? Like, I got aspirations for a nonprofit organization called Liddy. Living Inspiration Transforms Troublesome Youth. I'm on that type of time, and I'm on a uplifting and bettering. Like, man, dude, that's one of my mentors right there. I was in his African culture organization in Comstock. That's one of my mentors right there. So it's like going into that realm right there, fresh out, coming home. That was nowhere near my idea of playing. My shit was just on some real,
You messed up with that. That was not a good start, because now you in the dirty section.
Yeah, I mean, we could get dirty. That's entertainment to me. I'm still gonna do what I'm set to do.
I know, but it was a misstep.
I'm still in that process. Like, I got a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, I need all y'all to be a part of it and to promote what I got going on, man. I got a storefront. I'm doing
on YouTube. Then it's a different approach. We fell into some of that, and when I say we, I use that lightly because we had dealings with certain people and we did certain things. They were beneficial in some ways, and then they hurt in some ways as well. So we had to go through a rebranding process. And we had to rethink it. And now we on a whole nother wavelength, but we locked in.
Right.
But I think you are intelligent, brother, from what I've seen about you, from how you I've been looking at your videos. I've subscribed to you. I've been watching your stuff. I'm really not mad about none. I'm not. Of course, I'm a writer, so of course, if I'm going back and forth with somebody,
Right.
I'm gonna
Right.
know how. I'm gonna know how to
Right.
sensationalize certain stuff and go to certain stuff. So that's gonna come with the. But I don't. Me and you never talked until right now.
Right. Right.
This is the first time we ever talked. As far as we only talked on YouTube, we never talked in the background.
Nah, that wasn't. I thought China. So who the fuck did China have on the phone with me?
That wasn't me. He
That's
said
crazy. This nigga told me. This nigga told me. I told him. I said, call Mikey B right now so we can get an understanding of what's going on. He had somebody. I'm like, yo, who this? He's like Mikey B. I'm like, all right. So we go on here. We go do this.
They put you in a trick bag, yo. Yo, we can't hear you, KK. You muted.
You hear me?
Go ahead. They put you in a trick bag, yo. I never spoke to you.
Yo, that's crazy. I thought that's what I was telling we and them. I'm like, yo, I thought all y'all niggas was incorporated. That's why if you go to the joint and you watch it from the beginning, I kept asking.
I heard you saying it, and a lot of people thought it was a play, but they played you, bro. I ain't talked to homie. I just popped out because we be going back and forth. Me and China been going back and forth for some years now.
Yeah.
He flipped on We Locked In. He had flipped on We Locked In for a second. And, I just went dumb. And really, I'm the one that changed some of our content on We Locked In because we were straight and narrow until we started messing with China Brim. He flipped on us over something like a year ago. And it really never, dudes mess with him, but, we don't really mess with him like that. But you definitely.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. See, I was with him in 18 in Washington up north, so we got a more personal relationship as brothers. So that's why he was able to throw me on there like that. Like I didn't know y'all had no real smoke or was no real. I thought all this shit was all made up.
I have no real smoke with nobody on YouTube, bro. I'm telling you, they can have all the smoke they want with me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't got no smoke with real smoke.
And he told me it was just about money too.
Yo, no, I'm telling you now. If I check somebody, if I'm going back and forth, it ain't smoke. Talking to an apparatus on TV is not smoke, bro. We came from the trenches. We know what smoke is, bro.
Right.
This ain't smoke.
Like what I'm saying, Mikey, is basically, yeah, you can have smoke with a nigga in another state. I mean, you can, but it's like we on grown man time. I think this shit was just taken out of context. It was miscommunication on my end.
It might be a war of words. We got wars of words.
Yeah, right.
But smoke,
right. It ain't no drama. It ain't no death, kill, shoot 'em up, bang bang shit. So, but what I'm saying is this, Mikey.
Who got the best shows? It's the battle.
Is this though? On our end, right? I just came home and I'm non-active. I'm not out here gangbanging and shit, but I'm well loved. There's a lot of people out here that got real love for me for years of me, standing as tall as I've been standing. And a lot of people was hitting my line. Like, yo, what's up with you and Mikey? So I was saying, like, I had to go up there and let people know, like, yo, it ain't no real smoke with niggas. Like, we gonna just keep this shit on grown time because that's what happens. And we learned that when we was up north. You can't be in the jail playing around and nigga take you as a goofy.
He told you was talking to me on the phone, bro.
Yo, word to me. I was like, yeah, because I was like, yo, I want to holler at him. Because it was supposed to have been like me and you don't know each other. So it was like it was supposed to have been just a fake setup situation. It wasn't supposed to have been no.
You should have told Moshe. So yo, let me speak to Mikey.
Yeah, I didn't know. Listen, bro, I didn't look at none of this YouTube shit, bro. That's the reason why I didn't really know. I didn't look at none of this shit of China or y'all. Only people I looked at was the hat shit. So I didn't even know all of this shit was going on all these years, bro. To be honest with you, I knew Wildcat and them because I was home. I came home 2014 originally, right, for my stretch, and I was out here. And around 16, I seen Wildcat and KK and Killer Kevin, all of them. You feel me on there? So I was referring to those interviews right there when I was saying goofy shit because all they was doing was arguing and beefing and yelling and screaming and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This shit made niggas look horrible in the eyes of other homies in other areas and states and shit. So that's what I was referring to. I just seen Pee Wee shit and I shine in them shit. So that's how China was able to do that because I didn't even
He's
know
switching
all
because
that
he
shit
was
was going on.
what he
Huh?
was doing was
Excuse me.
is he was really talking and saying stuff about people and just getting you to feed into it, like you was jacking it, like you was just jacking certain stuff that he was saying, and you
Nah,
ain't really. He
nah,
shoot at the homies. That's one of his main things. He shoots at ex homies. He shoots at dudes. He got stuff going on. You ain't see that. I understood. I knew you didn't knew that. I know.
yeah,
I know he was basically getting spent just coming out here. And what you got to understand is this: once they got you into mix of that, you became the content.
right.
You the content
Hey,
now.
hey, yo, look, but look, like I said, Mikey, it's all good because my mission was to steal viewers. My mission is to go viral. My mission is I got a whole platform of shit that I'm doing. I got mad shit I'm into. So going on here, going on his shit, I knew exactly what could happen, but I thought we was all in it together. That's what I'm explaining to you. I was under the
Nah, yo, nah, homie. So we at least I mean, as a collective, for we locked in. That's definitely nah. Especially that's just not true.
right,
I don't from on a personal level, and anybody could, Mikey and Kiki could both tell you this. I, I'm not arguing like on TV. I'm not just don't do that stuff. I'm not even
right,
trying to. If the impression is that we're going at it just to get money, I'm not doing that. I'm not
Nah,
creating manufactured beefs
I don't
just
do
so
that.
we can say, yo, we got a little bit more money in our pocket. I'm not doing that.
We don't do
right,
that though, Manny. You heard?
I'm all
right,
right with
We don't do
I'm
that.
all right with I'm all right with 50 people tuned in or 30 people tuned in. I'm all right with that because I understand the value of influence and
right,
being able to help change people's lives for the better. If something I say can impact and have an impact on one person, that means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking for $1,000 in my pocket just to look like I'm denigrating you or belittling you or
right,
making me
right,
look bigger than you. I'm not doing that. Now, if people are
right,
doing that, whoever those people are, I'm not calling out nobody in particular. If that's
right,
their thing, it's their thing.
right,
That's what people are doing, and
right,
that's what they're doing. But personally, that's just not what I'm doing. That's what I was explaining to you before. Like I understood that that's how you came into it, and I mentioned that to you before. I was like, yo, bro, you could have gave me the benefit of the doubt.
not right,
I you what you say. You was like, yo, bro, I did give you the benefit of the doubt when I called you, and then you gave me the impression that you kind of brushed me off. And I was like, why would you think that I'm brushing you off? Like, what would make you think that? What would make you think that because I didn't call you back, I'm brushing you off? So I kind of felt like that, like you jumped the gun, and then you went and got with China, and not in a bad way,
well,
but you
well,
just
well, well,
that was the
listen,
way to do it.
well, listen, I'm gonna be 100 with you. I already been talking to China, and so being them gonna tell you, CK and them gonna tell you, I've been talking to these dudes about this shit before coming home. I got Soul B number, I got CK number. I talked to CK like 2 weeks ago. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody already know where my mind been at in regards to this platform shit. I had these ideas. I got shit written down before coming home, bro. I already started a YouTube channel before any of this shit. Before seeing any of y'all stuff, I had already 2 episodes going on my own platform. So it wasn't about China. I seen that China had a large fan. When I see them followers and them viewers, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, oh shit, China. So it was like a use situation, and I had explained this to China. So what China did was say, okay, now I see what happened. China like, oh, I know man was a valid factor in this shit. I got this shit going on already. This got cause more hype and bring more viewers, and it did. It helped everybody. Even Disco. Right now, he got whack 100 of them hollering at him, trying to get him on the show. You feel me? So it probably helped out Mikey B. It probably helped everybody out with me coming out and getting on there. I know this is not your thing. You more in a righteous sense. But for us, homie, I'm gonna keep it real. This could be something that could be changing. We could start because I'm going into a whole nother platform off of this. So it's like,
Get your money, bro. Yo, don't get
right.
me wrong. Mo
But
and
I'm
them,
not,
bro.
but I'm not
My
into.
brothers
Let me
is
say
militant.
something, Mikey.
Go ahead. Talk.
Let me say something to you, bro. I'm not into making shit up. I thought that was a part of the script for us because we didn't know each other. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. When I talk to China like, yeah, you and Mikey could go at it because y'all don't really know each other. Y'all ain't got, he like, you feel me? Niggas don't really want to fuck with. I don't do all that super disrespectful shit, bro. I can't do that. That's why when
Yo,
Disco start yelling and screaming, I've been in 3 spots with that kid. That's his natural personality. He really ADHD. So it's like, nigga, I'm not battling with that. I don't got time for that. So, if
that's
I'm
I said
talking
that.
about myself, I could say the most disrespectful shit. But when it comes to talking to another man, I'ma quiet down because I'm ready to fight. I ain't ready to be yelling and screaming back and forth at you. You know what I mean? So, nah, I thought that was all script, bro. Facts.
Yo, listen. Yo, that's bad. I mean, yo, this is crazy. I It's crazy that you say that, bro. I didn't that they spit you around like that. That's crazy though, bro. I definitely wasn't on that phone,
I
bro.
mean, yo, you hear me? You hear me, bro? I'm gonna keep it 100. I really don't. I hollered at him. I already hollered at him though about it. I hollered at him about it and shit. He just was like, "Yo, bro, like Mikey, he over there." China was more mad at the fact that niggas is hats and you was under the U and you got all of the hats on your side, like niggas ain't go through what they go through in the past and shit. Like it
We
was
ain't
more like
banging.
that time.
Yo, bro, listen, we ain't banging. So I heard him say that at the beginning of the show. I heard him say that.
Yeah, nah, he said that to me personally. Like, that's
I
what he
know,
said to
but
me off of the joint. He said it ain't nothing personal. Nigga, I'm getting to my money and I'm like, I'm just gonna shoot daggers at Mikey B all the way. Like, I'm like, all
no,
right.
but what you gotta understand is this. He said it at the beginning of the show. He said that at the beginning of
Yeah.
that show. If you look at the beginning of that
Oh,
show, that's what he said. But it's crazy. I don't know what he's doing. He know we ain't on the game time over here. All right, we have our history. We have our, things in common. Of course, we have relationships and brothers, and we all doing the right thing in the community. That's what we was promoting from that perspective, you heard? The new look.
yeah.
These leaders using their voices to do the right thing in their community and to help out, bro. We need these examples. These examples of good stuff. The Don Moose X or still banging don't make a difference of doing the right thing out here in the community. We need these examples, bro.
Right.
That's what I was
Right.
saying. But as far as homie,
Right.
he say he don't care about the kids. He don't care about Black history and none of that. That's how China give it up. He tells you that.
Yeah. See,
He's gonna say
I ain't never look at none of China fucking interviews, bro. I didn't look at one.
China's gonna say F your kids. I only care about mine.
And what's crazy is, look, my girl right here, she'll tell you, I had like 5 different people hit me up like, yo, Manny, don't trust that nigga China. But I fuck with him from in prison. So it's like, I'm not, nigga, that's the hat, bro. Like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We ain't trying to kill each other. The shit could have went left, it didn't. But we here right now for to move forward, man. Fuck all that shit.
Right. But you gotta have clarity on all
right. Now I got the clarity. Moshe clarified that, and now
don't get me wrong. Me, not Mo. I'm an entertainer too, you heard?
Yeah.
I like entertainment. I'm a comedian. I'm funny. So
I see that. I see that. I mean, like,
I went up there strictly off entertainment. China didn't hit me before and tell me to come up there. He put my name up there, and he know I'm gonna pop up, defend my name, talk my talk, and bug out, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I like the entertainment part of YouTube. I like
no
being,
doubt.
you see what I'm saying? I don't got no problem with that. But it's not a play. If I come and talk, I'm gonna talk. But bro, that's all we do. We doing real work out here in the community. We always doing stuff. We getting all kind of different bags. We got all kind of companies. This is what we really doing, you heard?
Well, listen. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm a brother that's inspiring with everything. I'm out here working hard. I've been home 3 months now. Like what I'm into right now, I'm gonna let y'all know. I got my LLC for music and promotion. It's called Loaf Life. LOE. You feel me? I got a little storefront where I'm
Minnie.
doing hosting events. You know, after
Hold on,
hours.
Minnie. Hold on. Before you go on
All
into the next, explain why you called it loaf life. What's the significance behind loaf life?
It's an acronym.
all right. Loaf Life stand for life only about fortune. Live young, feel extraordinary. You feel me? And I'm gonna break that down. We know the world revolves around economics, man. The capital, everything is about marketing, supply and demand. You don't got no business, you don't got no money, you don't got no investments, you're not doing nothing with yourself. And it took me years to learn that. You know, I finally went up north and did something with myself as an individual. I mean, I always read, but I was like more into, you know, us as Brims and Don Moos, we was taught to read Black revolutionary literature. So all
Right.
my years in prison, that's what I focused on. I focused on knowing all autobiographies and black culture and black knowledge and black history, but I had never dealt with economics. I never dealt with finance. I didn't read no books on marketing and shit like that. So my first 15, 16 years that I did in prison, I was dedicating it to educating my mind on a black level, on a cultural level, but not on a financial level, because I felt I was going to be a hustler my whole life, like far as illegal. When I was younger, that's how I thought. So this trip that I just did, this little 3.5 years I just finished up just now, I did a lot of reading, you know, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Marketing for Dummies, and um, what was that book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich? I started reading all of
Fire.
these books later, and then you know thoughts start coming up in my mind like, yo, all right, business. So I came up with Loaf Life, life only about fortune. That's what that stands for. Then live young, feel extraordinary. I take pride in youth and remaining young looking. I work out. I always worked out. I used to be big as fuck up north. You feel what I'm saying? Like, um, health is important. I'm a vegan pescatarian right now. I don't eat no pork. I don't eat no beef. I rarely eat chicken. I'll be cheating sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. But other than that, I eat a lot of seafood, a lot of rice, and I keep it like that. You know what I mean? Every day. Health is important, so take care of yourselves. Whoa. But
Fire.
that's where loaf life come from. That's what that means. I always like that money. The loaf is that bag, so I'm trying to get rich now, the legitimate way. Whoa. I got music too, Mikey.
All right,
Yeah, I
we
rap too.
So
You could go
so
on
what
me,
was
check me on
and
all platforms. I'm on all platforms. You can check out my video on YouTube, Loaf Life Manny. Straight to the Loaf is on all platforms. STR8, the number 2, The Loaf. That's the name. That's the name of the album. I'm on all platforms. Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, all that shit. Loaf Life Manny.
so what was some of the other what was some of the
Yeah.
other business endeavors? What are some of the other business endeavors that you said that you
I wrote 2 books that I gotta get published. I
I
got
can help
two
you with
books
that.
that I wrote.
I can help
Um,
you with that.
huh?
I said I can help you with that. I know how to do all that.
Okay. Yeah, I got it written the old school way. It's still on white paper. You
Yeah, I
heard?
can help you.
I still
I can
got
help you
them
all
shit written from being in a box. That type of shit. I got 2 books. One called To Live and Die For. That's about my life. It's an autobiography books. It's about my life growing up. You
That's
know,
good.
from living in Cali, young, coming over here to coming up, gang banging, selling drugs, creating one of the biggest movements in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? I had one of the largest movements in Long Island at one point. So, you know, y'all can look up a lot of my mans that's doing good. A lot of them is in the feds. But we all on positive timing right now. It's a little hood called Wandage. Everybody know about it. If you know about Crown, this is how real it is. Y'all could go on y'all and Google this right here. Google this picture of Rakim. It was in a magazine with, I believe, what's that, LBL on the cover of it and shit. And there's a picture from 1988 with Rakim and 50 Cent, and there's a dude from my neighborhood named Keith Money Green, was a real fly get money nigga. Like, we always been affiliated and associated with Brooklyn. They call my hood baby Brooklyn, you heard? Because it's like that. It's really that bad, really that rough. You know, hopefully it changed at some point, but it's a small town, about 10,000 to 14,000 people. Everybody know everybody. Real black, predominantly 90% black. It's no whites at all. You get pulled over driving while white where I'm from. You heard? Word. Like, and it's really fucked up. My brother was signed, and y'all probably heard of him. His name Controversy with a K. Controversy with a K, doing 17 in the feds right now. Everybody know him. He was signed to Brick Squad. So we've been empowered, and we've been a movement moving out of Long Island forever. You know what I mean? Like I said, free control, yeah, free
I've,
controversy, free
I've
tall
heard,
guy.
pardon me, Manny. I've heard you say this in the past that you had a major impact or influence on wine dance early on in the game.
Yeah.
So how do you think that impact? Because we now know that a lot of the gangs out there, they're not uplifting the community. They're actually, people would say that they're terrorizing the community. Right?
Like it's
Um,
it's
hold on.
it's so
One last question before you go on. Now, some people will argue that the gangs out there are terrorizing their communities, right? So, what do you say to that? That you contributed to the culture, which ultimately gave birth to a subculture that of individuals who others have deemed to be those that have oppressed their own neighborhoods.
all right. Now check this out. See, this is why I take so much pride and honor with being Brim and being where I'm from. Mine is the total opposite because before any of this, we had a block called Davidson Street. We called ourselves D Block, you heard? And basically, we took care of our community always. I was taught by older G's, my uncles, my man Tone, Tenny. We more family, bro. Where I'm from, it's like the Cali culture. It's suburban, it's houses, it's a community that's knit tight, black people who grew up in poverty and struggle, but we be all for each other. Like, downtown is where the Crips was at or the opposition was. But where I was at, specifically uptown in my neighborhood, we all was for each other, bro. We all loved each other and came out, and it was holidays, birthdays, still today, right now. Like, my team is so cool and official, even outside of Bremen, when we seen a lot of this shit tearing us apart. I got young brothers like Richie. Shout out to Roaster Richie. You feel what I'm saying? And High Risk. You feel me? Shout out to Fetty Bucks. You feel what I'm saying? You can look them up. They doing music. They branching off. Nobody is set on some destructive shit. Everybody that's in my team was about building and going somewhere and doing something bigger in life. So it was like the police and all of them, they put that on us. Only the worst thing that they could say me and mines did was get money. You feel me? And y'all know what I'm talking about. You feel me? We wasn't the violent type motherfuckers, but don't get it twisted. If it come down to it, it's going down. You feel me? But we was more into money, fashion, females, you know what I mean? And turning up everywhere we go. You feel me? Being fly, you know what I mean? That was our thing. You know what I mean? So right now, everybody is on a business level because they got kids. You feel me? Shit like that. I got a story that's like the Supreme Team. Any of them shits that you got that's going on in the city, it's just that we ain't see the same capital, the same money. But as far as you know what I mean, foundation, organization, shit like that. We ain't on no Rico law timing. We was on some family timing. You feel me? So when they try to throw that bullshit out there about tearing down communities and shit, that ain't me. That never was none of mine. Me and mines wasn't in the tearing down. We was in the building up. You know what I mean? We throwing funerals. We helping people families. We doing shit like that. Shout out to Hollywood Smokes, guessing them. Everybody know who they are, who contribute to shit like that in the community. You feel me?
You said
You got
you said you
people
was throwing funerals.
like throwing funerals for people that die. My
Okay,
brothers,
okay.
not me. I was in prison, but I just, if you could go on my Instagram, you will see a post. My little man just passed away, fresh. Rest in peace. But I got a lot of people that died from around my way, and the homies is who contribute and help out with the funerals. The We contribute to help out with birthday parties. We contribute to help out with whatever, anything that's going on. People could reach out to certain people around our way in our communities, and niggas gonna be there to help them out. So the police is if they talking any of that, they really capping. You got young kids that's out there. Of course, you got a little street violence every now and then. That's in every community. That's in every hood. But you got dudes like me and other people that's trying to prevent that. We ain't trying to have that go on right now. You feel me? Me younger, I could actually say I got taken off the streets before I could be a real mass influence on a negative level to younger people, because I ran with older people. You feel me? And I was the hothead. I was the young reckless one. So it was like the little dudes that came up under me at that time when I was like 19. I got taken off the streets at 19 years old. Originally at 15, but through my state time, I was 19 when I came up north. So it's like all them kids, they grown right now. They just heard my name. I ain't leave an impression of anything negative. They know me for right now, kicking a good word, trying to do the right thing. You feel me? So I'm not caught up in that part right there, Moshe, of the police having negative things to say or trying to depict
Nah,
negative things right now.
I'm glad you clarified that, because that question has to be asked, because it's something we really admit to, whether
Now
we
I'm gonna
did
keep it real. In the past,
inadvertently
though,
or indirectly or directly, man. How many times did we engage in activities that might have indirectly impacted individuals, and we might not have known about it? That's
well,
why.
well, well, Moshe, I'm gonna be real. Everything that I could speak of in that sense would be when I was younger, because I was out there playing in the field as a kid. I was out there young, reckless. You feel me? So I may have impacted. See, my homies that joined this shit, they joined this shit because of the things I was doing. So yeah, I impacted a lot of people in the past, a long time ago. Most of my community was impacted. I got brothers that hit me up right now from various street gangs. But like I said in one of my interviews, it was a lot of street gangs in my hood. We had about 15 in this small ass town. Not no blood and crip. I'm talking about street gangs that you never heard of before. Like New York City never heard of them, but we had them right in my town. Like NUS, niggas under stress, nothing to fuck with. Niggas from Wine Dance, NFW, Sex Money, you feel me? State Posse, State Unit. It was so many, the North Side, Wild Side crew. We had so many gangs in my small ass black town that it was hard growing up out there and surviving if you wasn't official. You had to be official growing up where I'm from, bro. So me, I looked at this shit living in California and I was like, hold up, man. I gotta unify my community. So when I brought the blood shit out there, it was to bring all them street gangs together. That was my intent. You feel me? But it didn't work out that way. I only got to take over a percentage of my hood, and that was the block area, Davidson and Booker. You feel me? Them two blocks right there is what I wound up taking over. And it became a beautiful thing because we became family. Everybody that's on them blocks right there is family. My boy had created a hood day for us. It's called Harley D Day. You know what I mean? And because that's what we call ourselves, Harley D Boys, Davidson Street, Harley D Boys, right? And every year they celebrate on that day. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if it been going on lately as of since I was in prison because it was a lot of fallouts that happened in the crew, over this Brim shit as I expressed and I explained in another interview. You see a lot of sides. I'm not gonna lie. In one sense, I love this Brim shit to my heart, and I ain't airing out no dirty laundry, but the internal strikes we all been through, and that caused my block to separate at one point in time around 2016. People went different ways. Me, Guess, Smokes, we all went our separate ways. And you feel me? We all just mended our shit just now when I just came home. We didn't do it live. We didn't go viral. I explained this to Pee Wee. I'm like, yo, bro, I respect what y'all did, but me and mine just went through this shit too. And we didn't go viral and go live with this shit because we just felt like we brothers. We should have been did that shit, but it's real. It's from the heart. And now I'm
Yeah,
letting the world know. I'm letting the
but
world know of my followers.
but
Word that
Pee Pee
we
Wee
back in motion.
Pee Wee and I we didn't go live. We didn't go live initially. That was something that we chose to do later on. We was never on nobody platform. I
Right.
asked him to do that, and he was like, "Yeah, he don't have a problem doing that." But me and
Yeah, he
when I
explained that to me too.
when I first got with me and we finally got together, and we was actually talking to young gang members out there, literally in Sheepshead Bay, the little homies out there
Right.
at a program. Me, him, and Meth. So
Yeah.
we was
Lady
using
Meth, yeah. Shout out to Meth.
we, Lady Meth, and Tyson. We was out there in the hood talking to the young homies out there in the in Sheepshead Bay, who's caught up. They out there, they banging, they living that life. They out there bugging right now. So we was like, you know what better way for us to give back to individuals who at one time we wasn't really at odds, but a lot of stuff happened as a result of that. Things took place up top. So we felt like that would be a great opportunity for us to reconcile our differences and use that as a platform so that the youth can see that you got two individuals who disagree with one another in the past, and now we're here to try to influence them to do the right thing. That was 2 years before. It was like 1 year after I came home, but 2 years after, or shall I say, 2 years before we done went live. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So when he came on, we already done reconciled. We already done sat down and broke bread and things like that. You think I'm saying? So I think when you thought that we was doing that to the public for the first time, when we already had did that behind the scenes. To your
Right.
point,
Right. Yeah. See, I was out of the loop. In
bro,
other
you was
words.
wrong.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, actually, like I said, Pee Wee, like Ashan, me and Ashan was in Franklin in 2022 together. And I think he said he was in contact with we or he was on the phone with we or some shit like that. Because that's when I had actually expressed how I felt to him. Because me and Ashan ain't see each other until from 2000 and no, we was together in 05 in Attica, then in 06 in Auburn, and yeah, since 06, I ain't see Ashan since 2006. And 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 to just now in 2022. And I know his story, I know the things he went through, and how everything was going. So I just felt like at that time, I'm like, damn, it took you to go through what you went through for your mind to open up. That's the way I felt. I never got to really get his full story because he just was like, yo, bro, we was in passing. I was going to, they was calling me the gang intelligence shit. They, you know what I mean, on the nigga body when I was in Governor, and he was going to commissary, and they was calling me down there, and we wound up crossing paths right there. I chopped it up with him right there at the commissary joint real quick, and I was just expressing to him like, yo, bro, like, damn, son, like, it's been years, but you know how strong and how official the movement was, and to see things that was going on, and all the things that we went through. And you was wrong. I like that's basically what I told him. You was wrong, bro. And he was like, yeah, bro, you know what I mean? It's a pleasure. He gave me a big ass hug. Like, yo, bro, you know what I mean? I fucked up. You feel me? I be hollering at we right now. He told me that. He was like, I be hollering at we right now. And I'm like, all right. But I ain't know he was going, y'all was gonna go public and do all that shit like that. I didn't know that. You feel me? And
Yo,
I was
so
like, yo,
when we created this platform, the platform was designed to show one that I was with the Army, Mikey. I mean, we all came from the U, everybody at one time. But as it branched out, I went to the Army. Mikey was with the U, and KK was with the Rocks. So the aim was as retired individuals who are no longer a part of the lifestyle, was that we was using this. Look at the description of who we are, what we locked in is. We got over 77 plus years incarcerated. All right, we're showing individuals that we could come from out of prison after making horrible choices as young black men. What redemption, what that looks like in our communities. And now since we've come home, all of us came home. All three of us were married men. We were married. We all came home. We had wives. We hit the ground running. We got jobs, right? We use our business acumen to keep our businesses moving forward. We out in the community doing everything that we're trying to do to give back to our community, and that was the essence. So everybody we called to our platform essentially was either going to be our predecessors. Like we had Jalil Mutakim on.
that's my brother. That's my big brother right there, man. I need you to get me in contact with him. That's
not
one of my first mentors right there.
not an issue.
Anthony Bottom.
We've had Jalil on there, but the point
Yeah.
is that the goal is to have individuals of like mind. We've had Sunday Moses on there. We've had individuals who we knew were impacted by the criminal justice system in some shape, form, or fashion. So most of us that were up there were a part of a movement that ultimately got out of control.
Right.
We wanted to basically start bringing individuals up there to share their stories to show how we impacted the culture and how we didn't even realize the decisions that we were making was going to ultimately come back to our communities. It was going to impact our communities the way that it ultimately did. So
right.
we have a responsibility to use our platform in a certain way. So that's what our aim was. It wasn't about getting money. Like we didn't even think about, we're gonna get some money. That came a little later. Like, oh shoot, we can monetize. We can how much money is actually being made and this and that. We never even looked at it in that regard. But do we want to money doing it? Yeah, but it's how we want to go about doing it is the issue. So
right.
We always want to basically come with a message of upliftment and empowerment to our people because we're conscious. I tell this to Mikey all the time. It's certain things I can't say because I'm Muslim. You think I'm saying? Right. I'm a practicing Muslim right now. I'm not running around. I'm not a gangbanger. I'm not a gangbanger.
But that's what I observe. I recognize that. And like I said, I'm retired. I'm inactive. But my heart, see, your heart has changed and you put yourself in a position to be committed and dedicated to a different culture. You understand?
Hold on, man. Ronnie Key, shout it out, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat, man. We truly appreciate it, my brother. Thank you so much. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, my brother. Alhamdulillah. No, go ahead, Manny.
Yeah. So you was able to do that, and I failed to do that for certain reasons. My own, like I'm big on Kemetic science, Egyptology, so that's where I more fall in line in with my history, right? And even though it's all aligned and it's a branch off, I understand a lot more, and I can't. I don't want to give myself to a religion. You heard? I don't want to give myself to a religion. So at the end of the day, I respect your growth. I respect your elevation, but my heart, I'm gonna keep it real. My heart is into Brim, bro. I can't. I'm gonna die this. I ain't gotta be active gang banging, but my heart is here. It's gonna be here forever. It's not gonna go nowhere because you can't change it once you do something. I'm 50. I was doing this since I'm 15 years old, bro. You feel me? And I don't see nothing bad with it. I see it's bad things involved in it, but me personally, I'm gonna die trying to change for the better. I'm gonna die trying to make it right for other brothers that's coming up under me and coming up after me. Like, that's my whole goal and purpose. And I just pray that the feds don't take me out because I'm not doing nothing illegal. But at the end of the day, you know, they hate us. They hate us as black people anyway. You feel me? Black men is hard for us anyway. But I can't just give up on those that follow me. I can't do it, bro. And I still respect your path, and I'm gonna look at you as a Brim to the end. I can't look at you no other way. You feel me? And I just want you to know that. And that's Mikey for you too, man. Like, I'm gonna always look at you as a Damu. You feel me? I ain't gonna look at you no other way. Everybody that sacrificed their life, everybody that put on for this shit, everybody that done, you feel me? Come on, man. Them nights in themselves, going to war with police up north, standing for oppression, standing against, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of us brothers, bro, we are good motherfuckers. We are individuals that made poor decisions in life, but nigga, our heart and our loyalty and our love is in the right place. You know what I mean?
But Mikey and I, we didn't fall back. So a lot of times people think we fell back. Now we didn't fall back, we stepped up. So when you fall back, that means you dead, bro. But we realize that the culture itself is counterproductive and it's a self-destructive lifestyle. So the best way for us to live, to show and live by example, is to recreate ourselves and to evolve constantly, because we're getting older, we're not getting younger. And that's the aim. The aim for us to show that we're trying to move forward, not trying to misdirect, nor give the youth any miscues as to nor to give the youth any miscues that in any way we're still a part of a lifestyle that ultimately is counterproductive. That's not the messages we're trying to send. At least that's not what I'm trying to do. And I know Mikey's not trying to do that as well.
Look, go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
Right. Not getting my brother. We've been speaking.
No, I was just saying on the same topic as far as, you know, Don Mo. Bro, you know, everything happens for a reason.
Mute yourself, Manny. Mute yourself, Manny.
I got him. Without retiring and doing what I do, without doing that, I probably would have never made it out of prison. Because it happened right, you know, soon after that, I came home. But I'm always going to love my peoples. I'm always going to work for my peoples. I'm always going to stay on that front line for my peoples. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Whether they Damu, Crip, no matter what they are, I think we should just have a bigger perspective of who our peoples are and actual productive work for our peoples, bro. We got to have better examples out here. We got to have better examples. You learn from the greats. You learn from brothers like Jalil. You know, a lot of these were people that I met later. Mandu was like a mentor of mine as well. But, you know, we learned this stuff, bro. We can't just, you know, disregard, you know, like your body. You eat right because you learned how to eat right. I don't eat this. I don't do that. So if I learned all these things, why would I still, no matter how much I love my peoples or love my bros, what good am I to them if we all in the feds because we doing this, but guys that's on our team is doing some other stuff, and now just because we all repping the same organization, we in the feds. I can't do that, bro. I can't. Even when I was banging, I was telling my dudes to get money. They out here. They in the chat. My guys is my guys. And the girls and the women. So they in the chat. I still mess with a lot of my peoples. I'm just saying, even when I was in the gang as a leader, I was about getting money. Let me tell you something. Y'all know the name of my company was my hood was E. Ricky Hunter. I didn't even, after a while, I thought that name didn't fit us because we had no enemies, really, you heard? We had no enemies, really. So we was just really cannibalizing ourselves. So it's like, I really wanted to change the name, but that was just the calling of that being over. That era was over. You see what I'm saying? We don't come to grips when things are over for us. We still want to hold on because we are creatures of habit. So we still want to continue to still do the same things. But deep down in my mind, I knew it was over because my guys are getting money in the street. I'm writing books. I got a company. I'm doing all these different things. Me and Moshe is in class. We doing a new Jim Crow. Me and Moshe was in classes together. Like, as I'm big homie at this time, you know, he already had found his calling, and you know, he fell up and he was still working for the peoples, but I had all the hats in there. The biggest hats was all of my class. The biggest hats that was in a spot, they was in the classes with me and Moshe. They was learning with us. So when I say these things, you know, I ain't gotta say no names. Everybody know who was there when we was there. Everybody was there. But what I'm saying is, you know, for you, I respect your position because you your own man. I respect that, you heard? And I respect, you know, clear things. But I think better for you, from what I see, you a thinker. You a man of resources. You got skills. Don't be the dude in jail when we need you out here to work in the community, bro. Don't be the dude that knows all this stuff, that knows, that has all it. Now, if you didn't have the information, it'd be different. Don't be the dude that has the information and don't use it properly to really help your peoples, bro. I don't want to be him. That's who I don't want to be. Hold on, you muted, bro. Hold on. Go ahead, you good. Go ahead, you good.
I said this is the reason why we at this point today, right now, because I sent the text to Moshe yesterday, right? And I'm so real with it. I said the realest shit that I ever said to any man, humbly. You know, I find myself lost sometimes. You heard? Coming out here in society, you can have all the clear vision. You can have your plans, your platform. I got all of that put out. You heard? I got everything situated to where I know what I want to do. You understand what I'm saying? But then you got like I said, I got the devil and I got God. The imbalance and the imbalances create the perfect balance. If you understand what I'm saying, like you can have an imbalance today and you can have a balance tomorrow. Today, you know, some shit on your shoulders where it may have you on the dark side, and you may have to think positive to get to that light side. So it's always there working. You know what I mean? The positive and the negative is always there. For me right now, is I don't know if I got to battle with internally. Well, I mean, we always battle internally, but I think it's more like a fight for me to succeed and know that I could do it. I haven't been home free, you feel me, since 98 and over a year. And I came home multiple times, Mikey B, you feel me? And so a lot of people think, yo, all right, he just did 30 years or 25 years. Well, it's worse coming home, losing shit, going back small, having to restart all over again, readjust. Because you know, no matter how much you did time, only a person that's institutionalized get comfortable and complacent to that living. So I hate prison so much that every time I go back, I gotta readjust to that shit. Because when I'm actually out here, I live all right. I live decent. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you choosing the drug game is what kept me incarcerated. Now I'm saying I'm done with that. I feel like this, Mikey. I feel like, yes, I have the knowledge, I have the education, I have the mind state, I have certain people that's in certain positions that help me get better and do better. So that's what I'm out here to do. But I don't want to have to change who I am. Because this is the difference. I understand that the utilization of my amendment to where we could be whoever we are. We could be whatever we want, as long as we're not dealing with criminal activity. That's why I ceased communication years ago. I ain't communicate for, and this was the issue dudes had with me. So the stories that dudes was hearing would be made up shit. It wouldn't be real. It would be somebody that made up some shit because of dislike. Maybe I violated a dude. Maybe I went through something with a person and the nigga don't like me. So he say some dirt or say something, Mikey. Like, I don't communicate. I stopped communicating because of that reason. I don't got time to get caught up in nobody's conspiracies and shit. My
Hold
path.
hold on, Manny. Hold on, Manny. I'm looking at the chat right now. It's 185 people in the building, and it's only literally like, hold on, let me look at this. I can't even believe that I'm looking at this. It can't be. Hold on. It's only 71 likes, man. Get them likes up, y'all. It's 185 people in the building right now and only 71 likes. Come on, man, get that thing at least to 100, man. And I see blood is my eyes said, no disrespect, pump me, Manny. But y'all old washed up dudes need to sit down and age gracefully. You know what? You right. I agree with you. Yo, no, for real. Like a lot of times what happens is that we think we got our second childhood. And the truth is that I'm about to be 47 years old. Dudes is old and washed up. These young boys
out the dad body kicking in.
Yo, listen, these young boys out here is 16, 17. That's the youth. 18, 19, 20,
Yeah,
21.
but yo, hey, yo,
50, dog.
yo,
Like,
yo, Moshe.
You are almost 50 years old.
Yo, look, no, I'm younger than y'all. I'm 41.
I know.
But listen, ain't nobody washed up. We might be old, but we getting better. We wiser. We way more graceful, way more humble. We at our best state of life, man.
When you say washed, I'm talking about, and I agree with that. I agree with that statement. I don't think he mean washed up to the extent that like we has-beens. No, he's talking about.
You heard that comment? Look at them comments. You ain't washed, homie. Look at the comments.
No.
You ain't washed up.
No, I understand. Of course, we definitely got them.
Yeah, right. Look. Full, clean, healthy.
No, we're not talking about that level. We're not talking about that level. We're talking about acting like the youth. It's a difference between your age. Right. He said aging gracefully. You can be older, but still look younger. That's aging gracefully. You can still have respect. You can still have your demeanor. You can still be growing and developing and evolving and maturing and holding yourself to account. That's taking care of your responsibilities. That's aging gracefully, staying out the way, getting to the bag. I think what they're making reference to are individuals that's aging, but that are also acting like they're 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yo, shout out to my boy B-Man. See, that's another one of my little brothers. You see that right there, Intelligent Rejects? He's one of mine. That's his own clothing line. Y'all shout him out. That's my boy B-Man Beanie, you heard?
Intelligent Rejects. Put your information in the chat, man. We'll push it for you.
Yeah, put your info in there, B-Man, man. Get some of your merchants sold, man. Whoa.
I want to say this. I want to say this too. You know, I know we've been on there for about an hour and a half, but I want to say this about stepping up. So this is what helped change my perspective on a lot of things too, right? The reality is this, my brother, that ain't nobody who you banging for or who you banging with created air. Ain't nobody created water, created your heart, created your brain, created your lungs, nothing. This is where I began to see things a little bit different, right? That we were worshiping each other. And I started seeing something being wrong with that. Mikey B get busy, so I look up to Mikey B. I get in Mikey B presence. I want to endear myself to Mikey B so much I'm willing to do whatever it is just to become endeared by him. All right, Mikey, give me a 5-star. He give me a low. He give me a high. I'm willing to do whatever, even if it's wrong. I felt like something was wrong with that. As I got older, I felt like we needed to stop worshiping each other. And I think that's what's wrong with the gang subculture is that individuals got into this cult personality thing where big homie, instead of him becoming somebody who's like your older brother who's there to help guide you. Come on mute, Mikey. Somebody who's there to help guide you and uplift you and to help put you in a direction to make wise decisions. Individuals was doing it for all the wrong reasons. That's one reason. You dig what I'm saying? But I think Manny is too old as an individual to be focused more so on the gang subculture, getting caught up in that way of thinking, Mikey. You dig what I'm saying? I think he's mentioning this thing about the devil on one side and God on the other side. No, what he's going through, what you're going through in Islam and Arabic is called Jihad al-Akbar. It's that struggle within. That's the struggle that you're going through inside of yourself right now, and you're admitting that at times you lose that war that's going on internally. But the reality is that we all lose that war sometimes because ain't none of us always in control. You dig what I'm saying? The thing is that you're ultimately losing that war, and that war is going to ultimately lead you in a prison cell. That's a different type of war. It's one thing to lose your war, you fighting with yourself and you struggling with yourself out here, and you find the meaning that, and then you get out on top of that. But if it leads you back to some prison cell, bro, nah, you wilding. You wilding, Manny. Nah, you
I'm not,
wilding.
yo, you hear me? You hear me? You misconstrued. I'm not speaking of like negative. I'm not, what I mean by that is this is balance. I mean in that your lower self, we deal with energies all day, every day. Personally, nobody out here is just straight up high all day, every day. You have some type of lows because it's balance. This is what I'm saying. When I say the devil and when I say God, I'm speaking of the two parts of self that is constantly conflicting with each other. I'm choosing a side to be on a godly side right now without doing religion. Like I fast, I do all type of things myself. You feel me? From what I've learned up north by going to these classes, African culture classes, comedic classes, assault classes, and shit like that I was taking. So I'm like this, bro. I understand that out here is all type of shit, and it like prime example of a negative entity or energy. What you just said, I was 48ed by China. You understand what I'm saying? That's a prime example. You know what I mean? That's something that like this shit could have got all the way left and went somewhere all the way left when it ain't even have to be like that, because I was just thinking of something positive and constructive. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey yo, Manny, check it out though. That gang stuff 48'd us too, though, bro. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying in my video. We OG Mac 48 the whole East Coast, bro.
Right. And you look, but Mikey, but look, I had knew a lot of that years ago, and a lot of people, like y'all said, y'all knew like a lot of the older dudes, CK and all of them knew. So being them knew. But me personally, bro, I always felt no man made me. I didn't turn Brim. I didn't turn blood because of OG Mac. I didn't turn blood. I didn't turn Brim because of Lacey, because of Pee Wee. I didn't turn this shit because of them.
Turn blood because of OG Mac, because you repping the East Coast set that was made by OG Mac. Check it. Hold on. So you did.
No.
In one way or form, yes.
You could listen.
Yes.
Listen. When you speak, just hear me out. Just hear me out. Hear me out.
I agree. I agree. Mikey B on that.
No matter how you spin it, we all Mackey's baby.
All right. But listen to what I'm saying though, bro. Yeah. It's a difference. See, this is the difference with the penitentiary and in the streets. When you come up in the streets, I came in the streets. Yeah, we had his name and honor and homage, like Soul B, CK. You know, even though Rob Lowe went through his shit, these are names that was valid in history. Lacey, you know what I mean? Hellraiser, Soul B, Shaquille. You name them, you know first generation history, so you know the names that popped up. So in the streets, listen, in the streets, we paying homage to them, but every day I'm waking up and I'm tapping in with Smokes, the niggas from my block, niggas from my hood. So I really wasn't a fan of saying, yo, I'm doing this for OG Mac, or I came into this because of OG Mac. I didn't do that for that.
That's not what Mikey's saying. That's not what Mikey's saying. Mikey's saying that because all of us were a part of sets that Mac ultimately sanctioned and approved.
Yeah.
No matter how, whether we agree with him, disagree with him, however we came in, whether it was right, wrong, left, right, up, down, whatever, we're still adhering to a lifestyle.
And guess what?
That he conceived.
And once I realized that and knew that, I went west. Because I knew you can't do wrong and keep it wrong and stay wrong. That's why I had went to the West Coast. That's why I went and tapped in over there.
Before this go too far, I want to ask you this question, because you know this is great. It's like your own interview right here. I changed the thumbnail, the title, and everything already. You heard?
Word. Yeah. Had we known this, we probably just call him.
Yeah, I changed the title, the thumbnail, and everything. But already, if you
I appreciate that.
But check it out.
Nah, no doubt, bro.
Is that transition of you leaving Damu too much of a struggle for you?
I'm gonna be real. It's this right
Just say
here.
it.
It's this right here, and Disco will vouch for this. I had attempted to fall back in 2012, right? I attempted to fall back, right? Nobody forced me, no none of that bullshit. I was married. I lost two families due to this lifestyle, you heard? Coming in and out of prison, banging, going through shit. And this is the reason why it falls so hard on me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm one of them dudes that came to prison situated, family, kids, all that, right? And I love this shit so much that it was a point in time where I said, all right, I was this before I had my kids. So I love this shit as if it was my kid. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, losing so much and coming home and being with the guys and then remembering them days when I was up north going from box to box. Because no matter, see, when you really live this shit, you can identify with the good that came with this shit too. Like I love the fact that I had my brothers when I got out of the box and I didn't have to wait a whole month for my money to clear, 3 weeks for my money to clear, when I could just go out there and call out, yo, Moshe, yo, Mikey B, yo, you feel me? I'm out of the coop. You know, I just put on over there and I got out of here. Now I need my family support and my brothers is there. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, the brotherhood, it's good to have people. I understand
The
that.
brotherhood, everything that I did this for and I continue to live for is the right reasons. I understand the negative parts, but when you extricate yourself, I'm Xing myself out of that. If it's negative, I don't want it to fuck around me, bro. I'm gonna be 100 with you.
Yo,
This is the reason why you got big homies and little homies. It's because your position in life is different. If you sitting up there and you want to be involved with negative shit, if you want to be out there gang banging, if you want to be doing all of that, it's like Snoop. When Snoop on the West Coast, when Snoop got branded, got ostracized from the set, you feel me? Because he chose to do football games and shit like that, and the other OGs out there, they ain't want to fuck with him because he wouldn't put guns and drugs in the hood. That's the time I'm on. I'm on that time.
OG Mac in the chat. He said, glad to be doing great work, you heard? OG Mac pulled up.
I see Omar Porty pulled up, man. What's
Salute
up,
to
OG
the big
Mac?
homie.
Still
Salute
trying to
to the
figure
big
out
homie.
how
Yo,
you sitting,
Hey,
I'm not saluting that nigga, man.
Yo, Mo. Yo, check
I'm
it out.
not saluting
Check it
him.
out. Hey, yo, check it out. I'm
How's
definitely
OG
saluting the
Mac in
big
the chat?
homie.
Right.
Too much work for big. You got me. You got me, Omar.
Yo,
Word.
shout it out to everybody that's in the chat. I see everybody, Gaming Gang, Mr. Linrock 82, Roddy Key, Yak Chicago's finest, We Rebuilding, We TV, everybody that I see Shaniqua Rogers from CCA's in the building. Yo, listen, man. Shout it out to the family.
Hey, yo,
Listen, y'all hit that like button on y'all way in, man. What's up, Mikey? What you was gonna say, bro?
check it out. Yo, so I suffered from some of that too, as far as falling back. And it's like, or like my like Mo say, stepping up. Because it was like I had just went through a war. And don't get me wrong, the way I was is like I can't retire or fall back, even though I'm trying to go home. I'm going to a parole board. It's like my fifth or sixth parole board I'm going to, and I'm going through this big war. Everywhere I go is lit, is going down. So I made sure everything is good, solid with the homies. I transitioned my set, I moved it, and I still see, even though I transitioned my whole situation to a whole nother situation, I'm a thinker. I'm not, we smart. So I'm like, it's a never ending war with my own people, bro. Why should I continue to do this? They no longer need me like they needed me in the 90s. They needed brothers like me.
Right. It's a whole different fight now.
Now, no, it's just a fight against my own people.
Right.
So why am I even doing this for even now? So what really was the most hardest, and I hope somebody can learn from this. The hardest thing for me was for somebody to look at me like I wasn't gangster. I had to fight that. And like Moshe said, that's a fight against myself. I knew what I was, and I just had to make the call. Like, yo, that shit is over. I wrote all the homies, and I pulled back. And I wasn't one of them dudes that I still have relationships. We still ate with each other, and I still, we still. But I didn't do all the things that I did as a down move. I made sure I was clear. I was clear in my own mind on making that transition and letting people, to myself, because it's really toxic masculinity. That's all you do. It's toxic. It's toxic masculinity, bro. You're supposed to do this right thing, but you're like you're feeling. Well, this is toxic masculinity, bro. This is one of our problems. This is a fight for pride. This is the ego. It's ego and pride. It's a war. So now you like, yo, hold on. Dude's gonna look at me sideways if I fall back. Yo, son.
Nah, hey, yo, Mike. Let me tell you that it wasn't that, bro. Listen, I tried to fall back. I was getting trailers, right? This gonna tell you, I was getting trailers 2011, 2011 in Attica. I was getting trailers and all that. My I didn't like what was going on because I had left and came back, into the state or whatever. And when I left, the army was in a different light. I got locked up in 02 and I had left in 09. You feel me? At that time, we was at our highest peak. The glow was there. Everybody was locked in. I think that shit just happened with we right before I went home. So I guess shit started to change around 07, 08. Shit started to change. Now, I went home from the coop. I got 2 years in the coop. And I admin seg, and I went home from the coop. Now, coming back into the state, because I was only home for 6 months. I had lasted only 6 months. And just briefly to talk about my case, because you could Google it. I had a high-speed chase. I had a situation on me. I could talk about it because I copped out to the shit. But I got rid of the situation, and the cops beat me up and tased me. And because of my history of having assaults on a correctional officer in the past, they pressed charges on me and gave me assault in the second again. You feel me? And I wound up doing more time. So it sent me back behind the wall. Now, upon my arrival coming back in the state, a lot of changes had occurred. And that's how, like I said, Pee Wee was my brother. So my name got caught up in a lot of things over him. And I didn't give a fuck because I was for real. And everywhere I went, I was still pushing the same shit. You know what I mean? So I landed in Attica. I landed there. The brothers Geronimo, Noble, John Boy, Lace was dead. La was dead. They was in a pit at the time, leaving. Actually, La had left and went to Southport because he was getting that reversal shit going on. He was on a violation then, and he got that reversal. And Lace had left the pit and went to Wendy. You feel me? And but Disco, everybody that was there, they know the vibes of how I came in the building. And of course, because I'm a loved individual and an individual that stand firm, I was jacked. I wasn't shot out. Nobody sent nothing at me. I was jacked. But I was married. And it's my second term in the state. So I was trying to do the right thing. Get my trailers, do this, that, and the third. Cochran, you know who Cochran is. You know who that. Yeah. Because of my past and them knowing me and knowing that I'm for real with this shit and the things that I did in the jail at that time, my name kept coming up for whatever reasons it was. I came to the people and I told the people like, yo, I'm about to fall back. I'm going to do this family shit. This is the reason why I say that fall back shit don't matter. This story right here. So now some shit happened. They snatched me out of the yard. Once they snatched me out of the yard, nigga Cochran come and he tell me, yeah, basically, you the reason for all of this shit. You out of here. They give me 6 months in the coop. I lose my trailers. I lose everything, bro. I didn't have nothing to do with nothing.
Oh, you didn't have nothing to do with
I didn't have nothing to do with nothing.
All right, guess what? They grabbed you out of the yard.
So
Hold
check
on,
it
hold
out.
on, hold
I was
on.
on the phone the whole time.
They grabbed you out of the yard. I'm not saying you wasn't. They
I'm
grabbed you.
telling you this. If
But-
I was, I would tell you the truth.
All right, check it out. Was you still involved with the homies? Was you around the homies?
No.
Not
This
at
is
all.
what I was. Listen, I had got to the point I'm getting trailers, Mikey.
But you wasn't around the homies at all.
I wasn't around the homies.
At all?
I'm telling you, I had fell back.
But
I had fell back.
So who you was chilling with?
Nigga, I was chilling with, the brother, he came from up north and I mean, he did a lot of time in upstate box.
What
I started
block?
fucking with him. Jose Harris.
You was at B block?
Yeah. They moved me from slash block.
I can run B block.
They moved me from slash block. He came and took me out of slash block and moved me to B block.
Let me
Cochrane.
ask you something. Was you getting to it?
Yes.
That is over.
Right. Right.
Yo,
you know that. You know that.
If you get into it, let me tell you something. You got to put all that to. I put everything to the side. When it's time for me to get trailers and go home, and I ain't doing nothing.
Nah, but that's not the thing. The thing that made it hot was the situation with Gator, and then it was a riot with the Latin Kings in A block. So you know how they start making their rounds and just snatching and looking for different people. So they snatched me out of C block and put me in B block in his block. But he told me the next time something happened, he's sending me out to jail. So I was in the yard that night that something happened in the yard, but I was on the phone. And so they made up a whole anonymous bullshit ass ticket.
But hold on, I went through similar stuff like that. So I came
to I went through that in mad jails, Moshe.
Hold on. I became a part of the I announced my shahada when I was in upstate, right? My mother had just died. So I don't know if y'all, I mean, obviously you guys didn't experience that right there. So I saw my mother's dead corpse in a casket, right? And this is before my father died. But this is after my sister got killed in the car accident in 1999. Then my brother got killed in a separate car accident in 2005. So, and mind you, you guys know how much box time I spent. And I wasn't in the box for stunts, for using drugs.
Right.
I was in the box for effing police up.
Right.
Everywhere I was going.
Yeah, that's all I kept hearing.
It was fighting police, whether it was in Comstock, whether it was in Clinton. Whether it was Auburn, Sing Sing, it was putting hands and feet on them.
And see, that's more, not to cut your bill, Moshe, but that's my story coming up north. I came up north for 7 years.
I know that. But I want to say this because for me, my decision was motivated by, I mean, Allah moves my heart. Alhamdulillah, I'm glad that happened. You dig what I'm saying? But I do also know that when I went down to my mother's funeral, one thing stuck out to me that I went back with. And I said, all of my life, for a majority of my life, I've been sacrificing for people in the streets, for total strangers like y'all in prison. I met Mikey Lacey in prison. I heard about Manny Brim in prison. I met Pee Wee in prison. I met Lacey. All of you guys I've met in prison. Y'all were my brothers. Did I love y'all? Yeah. But I'm not going to lie and tell y'all I love y'all more than I love my moms. I don't.
Right.
I'm being honest. So I'm just being real. In my heart, I felt like I was sacrificing more for y'all. Rightfully so.
And now back on
my own tribe, my own family.
That's me. It's me.
No, it was something wrong with that picture. When I went to my mother's funeral and I had to sign the papers for her, the insurance papers and all that type of stuff because I was a beneficiary of her. That was an interesting experience for me because it showed me that can you mute him, please, Mikey? It showed me that one, I'm coming from prison and I never even had the opportunity to be a responsible individual in my own family. So how am I somebody's big homie when I'm not even the son that my mother wanted me to be? How can I be your big homie? How can I be the guy you're following behind in prison when I can't even lead my own family, my flesh and blood? They need me now to help them in this most vulnerable, emotional moment.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a lot, bro.
Yeah, I definitely understand that, man. Word, cause yo, Mikey, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I sacrificed my life, and it'd be hard just making that transition to just say I'm done with everybody. Everybody, I'm just gonna cut them out my life. It's hard to do. It's the only people I know.
And,
I
yo,
mean, like
listen, and that's the hardest transition right there.
I know a lot. I
Because
mean, like
it's all we know. It's hard. We creatures of habit.
I
It's hard
feel
to
like
change that.
I feel like this, and this is be all truth and honesty. I just feel like I could be a successful blood. I could be like YG. I could be like fucking all them homies that's on the West Coast that's rapping and doing whatever, and they still keeping their hood pushing. And I just feel like you know
Why you
what's the
can't?
difference?
Why you
Because we
can't
New
be?
York. What's the
Why you
difference?
just
Because
can't be
we
a real?
from New
Why you just
York.
can't be a real
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
Why you just
Hold
can't
on,
be a
hold
real
on.
man? Why you gotta be a real blood? Why you just can't be a real man?
No,
Right.
I'm a real man
Yo,
first.
hold on. Let me tell
I'm
you
a
something.
real man
Yo, hold on.
first.
You already said
That's
no.
never gonna
You
change.
already said
But
no. You
Yo,
right.
what's up?
Because it is New York. They are not trying to have New York like California. They taking everybody to the feds. California is not New York. You're right. This is the money capital of the world.
right,
They not gonna let it happen here in New York like tourists. They not trying to have New York like LA. That's why. You could probably be a fake blood over here, make some music and get some money. I'm talking about being a real blood. You going to jail.
right.
So you could be a fake blood. You could be a dude that's only on music and not getting busy. Once your money starts getting into the hand of gangs and people start getting killed in the regular stuff that we see a lot of these gang dudes getting caught up with in the industry, you
Yo,
and your crew are going right to the feds. Like every other crew that they see, they send it to the feds right now.
right.
So they're not gonna have that in New York. And
Yeah, that's why.
they're not having nobody in America with a bunch of money destroying their communities, using that money to bring guns back like they caught T.I. and everybody else. Young Thug going to trial. All them dudes copped out on him. It's in all the cities, bro.
I'll
Chicago.
be honest with you.
That's why I chose not to be actively affiliated and fucking with dudes, man. That's in that shit. If you doing any of that shit, don't hit my line.
And,
Well,
and let me tell you something. You see what you said, bro?
don't hit my
I
line.
was going through the same thing. I was writing books. I've been married. I was married since 2005, bro. Next year makes 20 years I've been married, bro. I came home 2021. I was getting trailers. The homies messed up. I was in college. Everything, they messed it up. They messed
Yeah,
my
when I went through the
I would have
same
a
shit.
degree.
When
I
I
would have
caught
a
that
degree
new
like
one,
Street right now. If I
when
would
I
have
caught that
retired and
new
felt
one, my
that,
ex-wife pilt, boy, she said I'm done after 10 years. So I know I
so I'm just
lost.
saying, as long as you got that, it's always gonna be something. And like myself, when I fell back and I switched my life, I stopped going out like I used to. I would go out every now and then, but I learned if I look at all my tickets happen in the yard, bro. Because I ain't get like Moshe. We ain't getting no. I wasn't getting high, so I ain't get tickets like that.
Right, that's like me. I ain't get high none
I
of
ain't
up
get no
north.
bozo tickets. All I got was tickets for getting busy, and all them tickets is in the yard. So for me to go home, I had to analyze these things. If you see that, like you was on the phone, your name is Manny Brim, you a big homie, they're gonna come, they're gonna be hot. Right now, I'm not hot because my name, don't get me wrong, my name is Mikey B on the internet. People know me as that in Syracuse somewhat. They know my real name. When I introduce somebody to my name is Michael. Can I call you Mike? Yeah, you can call me Mike. My name is Michael. How are you doing? Right? Now I put Mikey B because a lot of people know me as Mikey B and the name is big. It's a branded name in America. So I
Right,
put Mikey B in
right,
between. Like you see my
right.
name.
It's about money.
It's a
That's
brand. It's
that's
a
the way
branded
I
name.
look at it now. I'm gonna utilize the platform and
It's a
everything
branded
now
name.
to
But I'm telling you, the same things that you were going through in prison,
yeah.
especially with you going back. See, I didn't go right back to Queens. My transition was a little easier. If I go back to Queens, I go back to all the history. I went with parole for one. I gave them a New York address and I gave them a Syracuse address. They picked
Mhm.
Syracuse. Parole got me here. I could have went back to New York or anywhere parole. As long as they was letting me out, I was going. Report to Syracuse? Yes, sir. I will be there bright and early tomorrow morning. As soon as you let me out of here.
Right.
They sent me here. You know what I'm saying? We gave them dual address. I gave them address in the city.
Yo, get down. Go.
Me going back to Queens, I got to deal with the same history, the same culture. I might be, if I went back to Queens, I might be back in prison. Because guess what? Just saying, I'm not saying even if I was not doing wrong, but the history, the police, Mikey B, you back out here, I see.
Right.
Pulling up on you.
Hey, yo, see, that's the reason why I moved to Harlem. Because I got too big. My name got too big for Long Island.
I know it did. I know it probably did. I know it did. Like I said, your name preceded you. And let me tell you something. That wasn't a shot. When I said it was, I wasn't shooting at you when I said I didn't hear good things.
Right.
I didn't hear bad things about you.
Right.
I just said I heard your name, which is good in itself because you're being mentioned.
Right.
Let me tell you something. When we go from prison to prison, it's probably, we in jails, it's like 300 bloods, 400, 500 bloods, certain jails.
Right.
You tell dudes, 10 dudes from the last spot.
Right. You ain't gonna know their names. You forget them as soon as you leave.
The main homies,
the
big homies,
right.
A couple of dudes that got cut, a couple of dudes that got busy. You're gonna say to them, you ain't gonna tell them 300 names.
Right.
So for your name to be traveling around prison is enough for me to say, all right, you're real right. I'm hearing his handle.
Right.
I say not good or bad because it wasn't saying like, it wasn't, I just heard your name.
Yeah. Yeah, because let me clarify something.
Dudes mention big homies
and
a few other big homies from their sets. Because now when you go to a jail, it might be 20 or 30 big homies.
Right. Hell yeah. It's about 100 now.
You're not mentioning all of them. You're gonna mention your hood, your couple of scraps. You know what I'm saying? It's who got cut. Yeah, someone's over there. He pulled up. They got with him. You know how I go, you heard?
Mm-hmm.
So me hearing your name, it wasn't a bad thing because I know in order for me to hear your name, you got to be doing something.
Yo, Mikey, can I ask Manny a question? My question to you, Manny, is because you said you lost 2 families.
Yeah.
Shout out to Super Mario. Shout out to Super Mario. Thank you for your super chat, man. Mikey and I and KK and I, we definitely appreciate that. And you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome, my brother. I want to ask Manny a question. You said you lost 2 families. The first one being your wife and your kids and stuff like that. But let me ask you this: was it all worth it?
Oh man. Hey yo, to be honest with you, bro, I'm gonna say no, but I don't regret it. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't worth it for the simple fact that the woman that I had was an exceptional woman. She a cop now. She was was in the military and all that. Everybody, disco people that know me, that been in the field with me, they know. You know what I mean? She was up. She was everything. A woman, a real woman. You heard? And I used to tell dudes in prison like, yo, all y'all don't know, because a lot of people be woman bashing. Niggas don't have queens, a real woman in their life, or maybe it's just them. They can't identify with what a real woman is. But I recognize that most of my time in prison, it was my woman that was there. You understand what I'm saying? And I had some homies from around my way that looked out, that did the right thing throughout my years in prison. I can't lie about that. So that's why my love ran so deep for the set, for my peoples from around my way. Because I was one of them individuals who was in prison and had my brothers from the streets still doing the right thing by me. So it was a point in time where I didn't recognize my woman's worth. You understand what I'm saying? And I allowed my set and I allowed the streets to dictate my actions. You understand what I'm saying? When all she wanted was for me to come home from that bed and let everything the rest, I didn't do that. I came back and I still was active in the street life. You understand what I'm saying? So because I lost her, it's like, damn, You saying is it worth it? I could find another female. It ain't gonna be another her.
So we
You
forget.
understand what I'm saying? But at the same token, it's like I done been through so much shit with this shit. I know she was never gonna be disloyal. She was never gonna shit on me or leave me because she didn't do that shit my whole time I was in prison. She actually kept it real in every situation. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like to lose something like that of a loyal value, a loyal piece, like you feel me? I gotta be real. It ain't worth that. Cause that's like me saying losing you or losing Pee Wee or losing somebody that contribute as much as they contribute to this movement is not worth it to me. You understand what I'm saying?
Pee Wee mentioned something in the chat about Casanova. He said,
A
look at
successful
Cass.
homie, yeah.
You know, Cass was a successful homie, but look at our little brother Cass, right? So
Yeah, but that's because Cash, not the that's my brother. I know Cash too. I
yeah,
know
we
him
all
too.
know.
You know what I mean? We was in the stock,
But the thing
but
is this, but he made poor choices, and he admits to doing so.
all right. Right. That's my
But
point. That's
remember,
the point that I was about to make. The
but
point that I was about to make
around him. He had
is
people
when
around
you
him who
put
also
yourself
did well.
when listen, my little brother, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. My little brother and Casanova is in the same was in the same class with the rap music shit, right? My brother was about to get signed before the Fed snatched him. 2016, 17, my brother got snatched by the Feds. He doing 17 in the Feds, right? And I say this to say that the same shit Casanova went through happened with my brother, and he was getting signed. He was about to get signed for 1.5 million when they came and got him. They put a whole investigation and task force together just to stop him from getting his bag because of all of us, because of the lifestyle. They didn't want us with that type of money. You understand what I'm saying? And that's being real. When you get in that industry, that shit is connected on a police level and on a whole different type of level. It's channels that you got to go through in that shit to actually make it. Some people make it because of their talent and they get snatched out. But right now, if you coming up in that shit, it's hard just getting on in that shit right there, bro. And the same shit Casanova went through is the same thing everybody else going through. If you are a name and a household figure and you get in that type of bag, they watching you. They on you. I know I got investigations. I know I got all of that shit happening with me, but I'm not doing anything illegal no more. You feel me? And I haven't done nothing illegal in years. So it's like, you feel me? Since my last case, it's been on some straight positive shit, on some legit shit. So that's what I surround myself around now at the end of the day. And I don't feel like I should have to say I'm not blood or I'm not Brim, you know what I mean, to be scared of them when I'm not doing nothing wrong no more. That's the way I feel. I feel like, yo, bro, if I want to say I'm Brim, if I want to say I'm blood and I'm a die this, then I could do that. But if you could catch me and you could show me that I'm committing criminal activity and I'm riding around or I'm advertising or I'm promoting some bullshit, then yeah, come get me. You feel me? Because
Yeah,
we too old for that shit.
yeah. I
That's the
want.
way I feel right now.
No, it's crazy. My apologies to be on. I was running around taking care of some business in the actual couple meetings, but I wanted to say something to that due to the lifestyle that was already portrayed, right? That was already like put out there, like played a role in that. So anyone that's actually moving forward or doing something legit or going into a different direction, it's always going to be looked at from what we did. Oh, it's always so. Which like you made a valid point in saying, all right, who you're around, and this is what we have to put who we're around because now, just like with Cass and a homie that you actually went through, if they're associating themselves around a bunch of individuals that already got a foul, you know what I'm saying, a foul thing on their jacket, or already looked at in a negative way, it's gonna stop their growth. Like it's going to.
Like, yeah, I feel you, but see me, I look at it because I call this shit operating image now. You
Yeah.
feel me? You know, we've been in these classes up north and shit. I look at it like the feds is doing so much bullshit and they fucking people lives up, but we creating changes. We doing things positive and constructive. And guess what? You can't stop what's already here. Bloods is gonna always be here. Crips is gonna always be here. It's about changing in direction. That's the way I look at it. It's
Nah,
about
it
taking,
actually is.
like, because I feel like we should have re-entry programs. We should have uh 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 auto mechanic, auto body shops, car lots, barber shops. Well, I feel like it's so many people that's involved in this shit, and like y'all, the brothers that's older, that the first generation homies that's out there right now that's saying they retired or they not banging no more, but they got money. They got the opportunity to make the change and the difference for the brothers that's coming up under behind us.
I'm
Despite
glad.
what you want to
I'm
say,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, but because that's what I'm actually working towards now. Like that's what I'm actually working towards. The things that we try to do on here, and I didn't get a chance to really like vibe earlier when I was actually building upon it. But what we doing here on this channel, this is more than just you could say a channel, a YouTube channel, right? We don't even really consider ourselves that because we came on here to reach our people, to unify our people, to build our people up, and also hold our brothers accountable as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you saying you on this type of time and you building, then let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, let's do it. You saying you about that and want to work and change the dynamics of things, then let's do it. But those that you say that already are in that position that do have money, then all right, we pull those up too and hold them accountable and see what dudes stand. Because now when we start sticking together, us here that dudes that saying they're about growth and development for real, when we're actually doing that and showing that,
right?
nigga, it becomes it becomes a fad now. It becomes fashionable now because they see, oh snap, yo, you see, you see low life Manny, you see what he doing? Oh sure, Mikey B, yo, they out there doing, yo, you see that? And
Right,
dudes really starting to see the strength now. The strength is in taking care of your community, taking care of your family, and seeing dudes banding. This is why we're doing the East Coast West Coast thing. Seeing dudes bridging that gap, and
right.
dudes is on the same struggle because dudes don't want to see our youngins struggling and going through going through what we went through. How much pain and suffering we done went through, bro. Dudes don't want to see dudes after us going through that. You know? We just nigga, we just gotta be
I
about it.
agree.
Like we've been
I
about
agree with
hey,
that.
Yo,
bro.
y'all, hold on. Y'all tuned in to We Locked In, man. Y'all already know what this is. Make sure if you have not hit that like button, please hit that like button, man. It's
Hit that like
220
button.
people in the chat, and I'm only
Hit the
seeing like
like button, man.
hit those like buttons, get those like buttons up, man. Hey, yo, I want to
Yeah.
say this, too, man. You know, and I know it's not easy because and nobody's sitting here. I guess we're not trying to preach to you or whatever like that, Manny. But you already know what you should and what you shouldn't be doing. We do advise you that being out here is more. You're more of a value than sitting in someone's prison cell.
Right, right, right,
We have so many years. We have about 100 years in prison amongst us right here,
right,
and that right there is not a badge of honor. It's really a
right.
sad reality that
Sad.
we were all taken in our most prime years where we couldn't contribute to our families and our communities.
Bro.
That's what the aim is right now. Should be.
To
Because we're
change that.
every day we getting older and every day we're getting closer to our deaths. So the aim and the goal should be how much are we able to give back and impact the people that mean the most to us and those individuals whose futures rest on the decisions that we ultimately help them make, right? That's important. That's what's key right now. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole that influence that you got in Wine Dance or anywhere else. You should be utilizing that influence to uplift individuals
Right,
because
right,
that's what's the most important. You dig what I'm
right,
saying? Right. That's right at this point. That's what's the most important, man.
right. I agree with y'all. And if anybody got it misconstrued or misunderstood about what my purpose is out here, is exactly what y'all doing. So we
Yeah.
not on different paths. We all actually on the same path. It just
Absolutely.
was presented the wrong way through going on that on that platform and shit like that. But that's my focus. Like I said, I'm doing nothing but business ventures, trying to up myself and reach that level of success the right way. You know what I mean? And I got my ultimate goal is to start a nonprofit organization. Like I said, I got something
All you gotta
called
do is
Liddy.
we got to talk to KK. KK help you do that.
Yeah,
Right.
that's my bro.
I got everything. I could
Yeah.
go up here and I could show you. I got like everything written out and put together. I got the whole business proposal written. You heard the bylaws and everything. I got everything situated already, typed up and all that.
All right.
So
Did you go to
yeah,
you went to the attorney general yet? You found him?
nah, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do any of that such because I've been really, I ain't gonna lie, busy with my my regular business that I got going on, a music and promotion company. And like you can see right here, this my girl. Like we got a salon inside the crib. So it's like this is the shit that I've been focusing on, like
Love
different,
that.
trying to get money positive ways, different ways. You feel what I'm saying? So when that come, I feel like once my money, cause I have went to the bank and I tried to get loans and shit from the bank, and they talking about I gotta be home for 2 years, then I gotta match the money with them. So I gotta build my bag up. Once I build my bag up, then I'll
Yeah,
be able
yeah,
to
yeah.
go
It
into that.
take, bro. It take because congrats on that too. I didn't even get to say congratulations on the freedom though too. Congrats on that too. But what I've learned, I guess what we all have learned. I've been home. I've been home a little over 2 years now, and actually relocated down to Georgia. So one of the things that I'm still learning is just patience. Because we know we sit in that cell, we be in there, we study, we read, we plan, we plot, and soon we step out, we ready to roll. We ready to get to it. You know what I'm saying? But we know we operating on other people's time sometimes, so we got to be patient and stay locked in, bro. Oh, stay locked in. Don't get discouraged. Don't let nothing else, you know what I'm saying,
Good night,
sway
Barbara.
you because that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Shaquille in
we
the building.
focus.
DC
Let
Cornbread
me
in the
get
building.
this out too, man. Whoever out there looking at this, man, if you young, like I said on my platform, bro,
Wow.
good brothers did a lot of time. We all
Wow.
out here trying to figure out a way,
Yo,
trying to
salute
better the
to
people, trying to
yourself.
uplift the people. Tune in if y'all around Long Island. Y'all can pop out to my events. Every weekend is gonna be out east, Mastic Beach. You feel me? We gonna have good vibes, good energy. Look for it. Low Life and Nunu. You know, the wave is here, man. We trying to ride it. Word.
Yeah, let's
Yo,
Look
go,
up
yo,
my
man.
yo,
music.
yo,
Shout out my
Tyler,
music.
hold on, my brother. Tyler Mills, shout out, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. That
Yeah,
was like a
Tyler Mills. That's
super
official. That's how
that
you
was a
do that, bro.
super getting super chat, man. We locked in. We definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. We truly appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you.
He did his
That's,
thing. That's
that's
right.
and speaking of which, man, I know, to switch gears. Yo, what's up, big bro?
What's good?
Ain't nothing, man.
Salute,
It's
salute,
good,
man.
man. It's always a pleasure. I saw your name in the chat. I said, yeah,
Salute.
man. I hope he pull up, man. How you been?
Quill in the building.
I'm good. I'm good. Salute to the panel, man. I'm good on the way out. Go to Austin, party a little bit.
You
Okay.
going you go south by southwest? You gonna be out there?
That's when I come. But right now, I'm just going to party on 6th Street.
Nice.
What's up, man? How,
Nice.
Good.
how, how the family doing? How everybody doing, man?
Everybody good, man.
That's what's up, man. That's
I'm
what's
just
up.
kind
Yo,
of bad.
huh?
But I'm listening to y'all a little bit. About to pull out though.
All
Appreciate
right.
you,
All right,
big
bro.
bro.
Yo,
Definitely
thanks
appreciate
for
you.
checking
Love
in,
you,
big
man.
bro.
Just wanted to salute everybody. That's all.
Yeah, peace,
Big bro.
beloved, peace.
Yeah.
Yes,
Welcome
man.
home, Manny. Welcome
Yeah,
home,
thank
Manny.
you. Peace, brother.
Hey, I'm gonna catch y'all later.
All right,
All
salute,
right.
Yo,
Quill. You already
bro,
I
know,
be
I
big
safe
bro.
out
Take
That's
there,
care.
man.
Shaquell, right?
I,
That's
Yeah.
Yes,
Shaquille.
yeah.
Yo,
sir.
Shockwell, peace, man.
Peace,
Word.
peace, bro. How you,
Yeah.
man? Good.
Yeah, I'm Gucci. We was in the L in 2012, but you wasn't
Yeah.
really popping out. I think you was on another block for me though. I was in I block at the time.
Nah, I went to I block snatched me up. Niggas was dropping flips and said I put a hit out on the A man.
Yeah, yeah.
Niggas
Yeah, I heard
snatched.
about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm out here just chilling, man. I'm in Texas now. What?
Nice.
You had it.
Homies everywhere.
What?
Yeah.
Well, let me get. I catch y'all the next time. Let me get out.
All
Get
right.
out of here.
Yo,
All right,
Yeah,
yo,
peace.
take care,
salute.
Take care,
bro.
Peace.
Thank you
big
for
bro.
popping in,
Salute.
man.
You already
Yo,
know,
man,
man.
we salute you coming
Yo,
home. You heard, Manny?
yo,
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
listen,
good looking. Hey,
yo,
yo, brothers, I appreciate y'all having me on the panel. I'm about to step out. I gotta go get
Yeah.
situated real quick though, man.
yo, Manny, make
Word.
sure you tune in and you put whatever information you want individuals in the chat to get at you at, so that they'll know how to
Right
reach
here?
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just put
just
it in
put
the
it
chat
inside
where
the
they want
chat.
you to follow you at, your pages, where they can find the music,
IG page,
all that.
whatever. Put it all in the
Uh,
chat.
all right, I'm about to do that right now, bro. I appreciate y'all. Stay
Now we
safe, stay
appreciate you.
loved.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Yo,
Word.
Salute.
Your
salute,
peace,
bro.
Much
brother.
love.
Thank you, bro, for tapping in.
Yo,
Up or
so
down?
One
this is
love,
the
bro.
deal,
Peace.
Mikey, and
Hmm?
I'm glad you brought
Or
a lot of stuff.
down?
Hold on.
Glad you
Hey.
brought a lot of stuff up
Oh.
with Manny, and the reason why is because Manny is struggling right now. It's obvious that Manny is going through this phase of knowing some of the things that he should be doing, but wanting to still hold on to something that, I mean, for all
Yeah.
intents and purposes, it's not really doing nothing for him. It's just a name. Manny wants to be known as the
The big
big
homie,
blood, the
the
big
big
homie,
guy.
right? Right? Yeah, he's the Long Island big blood. Yeah, I did it. I saved my community. I did it, and I did it as a blood. Why is that even important, right? I think that's something he's really struggling with. I think he just got to get that out of his system, man. I mean, honestly, man, it's not. It's just I don't know what his thing is with that. He's holding on for dear life, and it's all right to move on. It's all right to age. Somebody put it in the chat, to age gracefully. It's all right.
Yeah.
I think
Nothing wrong.
a
All
lot of
right.
people struggle with that. They don't no longer want to be a part of the gang, but they just don't know how to get out of it. What's up, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm trying to chat in this. I'm trying to put on in the chat the text, the
All right,
messages.
you can just text, put it in there, you heard?
All right, yeah.
So yeah, bro. I think a lot of people struggle with that. Like I struggle with that. I
Yeah.
knew my time was up. I knew my time was up before all that stuff happened. Yo, you gotta mute, KK. Um, before all that stuff happened, Mo, you was with me. You know, I was supposed to be out. Shasha's brother in a wheelchair. When that other stuff happened, he was like, "Yo, Mikey, don't turn back. Don't get caught back up in that shit." I get caught all back up in it. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay,
I think for us to have that discussion out there, for us to be talking about that is great because these kids are struggling with them same things. You know what I'm saying? And we should. And let me tell you something. Sometimes you got to get on your knees and ask God for help. If it get too bigger than you, say them prayers like, "Yo, I need help with this. This is just too much for me." Go to your family, go to your friends, go to your community, go to the elders, the unk. Go hit up unk, go hit up. You know, I got like a good fatherhood program, and I had at least 3 people tell me from them talking to me that they didn't commit crimes. You see what I'm saying? They talk to me in confidence and they bring it to the group. I said, "Yo, you ain't got to tell a group that you was going to do this, and you bring it to me. This is between me and you." But they bring it to the group like, "Yo, they helped me. If without this, I would have committed this crime." You know what I'm saying? I would have did this, I would have did that. But I think we need to lean on the support of our peoples, bro. They there for a reason, you heard? I think that's underrated, bro. How our families um support us, to having the elders in the community, to having that big brother, that mentor that you can always talk to. I think we need to develop those relationships. If we have a father or uncle or not, even if it's somebody in the community that you respect, to have that relationship with somebody that's solid, and to let them know that, you know what I'm saying? To let these know when you're going through certain stuff, and ask them, "Yo, listen, I'm trying to do this. I can't really, make up my mind," or at least use them as a sounding board of anything. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's
Yeah.
crazy. I think that's one of the first things, though, making these communities again. Because that was one of the conversations we was having as well last week. Just how our neighborhoods are not social and friendly anymore. You know what I'm saying? Where the kids, you see the neighbors or somebody else, and you know who they are, and out of respect, if you are doing something wrong, you're gonna stop. Or if you see somebody that need help, you're gonna help. Like those days are kind of gone. It's like a lot of times you don't even know who your neighbors are. You know what I'm saying? Now and then you ain't even speaking to them. You can see each other in the store and won't even know. And that's some of the stuff that we really need to get back to, is just like making sure our communities is communities again, where the elders and the youth are in tune with each other. When you know, oh, that's Mr. Canty daughter. They live right there. Where people to look out without you even being there. And it's crazy. I always just have this conversation with some business owners in this plaza, because we like the restaurant that we're working on in there, and some of them came over and was like, we kind of look out for each other. We old school over here. We make sure each other all right. If something ain't looking right, we pull it up. You know what I'm saying? We standing there, and that's the thing we need to start doing more, man. Just finding out who our neighbors are, man. Getting in tune with our communities.
Well, Thursday is going to be a big day for us in Brownsville. We're having a ribbon cutting ceremony for our Seeds to Roots Youth Action Center. The youth. We're gonna acknowledge that. I mean, we've been open since October 16th of last year, but the reality is that we've never had a grand opening. So not only are the youth going to be there, we're going to highlight many of their accomplishments, much of what we've been able to help them do, and that goes back to all of the programs, whether it be the Neon Works program, Community Carpenters, Works Plus, Youth Action Leadership Council, our educational career training unit, but all of them are going to be the central focus. Can we mute KK real quick, because that background noise is crazy. The central focus is going to be primarily on acknowledging the youth of Brownsville, but any youth that are not from Brownsville are also going to be acknowledged. But being that the center itself is in Brownsville, the goal is for us to just highlight much of the successes that we've been able to have with the youth in Brownsville at the center. But I would be remiss in my duties if I didn't bring up the challenges that we're faced with a lot of the stuff that's actually taking place around the center. Where a couple of months ago, a young individual, 17 years old, literally 2 blocks up from the center, was shot in his head. Last week, a young 17-year-old individual was shot in his back. So it's some challenges in the hood, right? And it doesn't mean that necessarily the violence is going to stop or whatever the case may be like that, but we're there as a resource to provide these opportunities to the youth. Shout out to my team. I see Shaniqua Rogers is in the building. She's actually, one of our coordinators. She's doing a lot of great work, running our workshops, sitting with a lot of youth from the ages of 14 to 25. She's definitely doing great work with her team. Kojo and DeAndre and Mahmoud and all of them. They do a lot of work to pull a lot of the traffic in there. Their workshops that they're doing, they're sitting with the youth. I think they got one more week to their workshops, and they're about to start their 6-week paid internship program, which is great. They got another cohort starting after that. So we're doing a lot of great work in the community. So next week, that's right, the grand opening is going to be in the community, and we plan to have a big show out from people in the community to the youth, to the media will be out there. It's going to be a big event. We hope to have a lot of people come and show their love and show their respect, because it's not about us. It's not about the adults. It's about the youth, the individuals whose lives we're trying to save. It's a lot going on in Brownsville. For individuals that don't know, Brownsville is one of the most violent neighborhoods in New York City, in the country. It's always lit. It's police on every freaking corner. It seems like it's always something going down. But this center is like a safe haven where individuals can come and provide opportunities to the youth, so that these individuals can get the skills that they need to help advance them on their respective journeys. So we look forward to individuals coming through and showing their love and support for the community. If individuals would like to collaborate, I know Mikey even spoke about making a trip down from Syracuse to be there, to be present. That's definitely something that we look forward to, because Mikey and I haven't gotten up in that capacity as of yet. We always doing other stuff, but that's something. Oh, come on, people. It's on Thursday. I'm gonna send all the information to you. I'll get all the information to you. I'll just text you everything so that you can be there. I'll get that to you ASAP. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna send you all of how you can, I got you. Don't worry about that. I got you, bro. I get all that to you. But I just want to throw that out there so individuals will know exactly what's taking place on Thursday. But I think that Manny B is struggling with that. I think he's struggling with removing himself from a lifestyle which is obviously counterproductive. He would be able to get a lot more stuff done if he wasn't necessarily being held down by a lot of the stuff that he's held down by. The same way we were, Mikey, KK.
Right.
You ultimately you have to make that choice to kind of like separate yourself and distance yourself so that you can start making some realistic successes and progress in your life. Because if not, people, they don't see your vision, they don't share your vision, and ultimately because they're involved in a bunch of ignorance, they'll pull you right down with them. So you got to be very strategic, man. You got to remove yourself from the ignorance. If not, everybody's going down. That's just foolish. But what's up, man? What's going on, man? What y'all gotta hit us with, man? Let's hear something before we pull out, man.
What's up, KK? I know you're doing a bunch of stuff right now. What's going on?
And trying to get this stuff together. B100 Radio restaurant, trying to work on that, get that going. But ultimately, man, it's us, man. We locked in, man, and getting these people. I mean, reaching these not just the youth, but it's adults as well. I mean, that need our help and need the motivation and just understanding that particular part. But I just look, man, we got a lot of work to do, bro, and it's just, I love it, man. I appreciate y'all as well, man. I'm about to just roll out because I gotta drive back to the restaurant, get some stuff done, get all my stuff, head home.
Yo, this is Bad Mikey, right? Check it out.
Uh-oh.
This ain't Bad Mikey right here. This is what Mikey do for real in the daytime. I'll be speaking, they be paying me to speak. This is what Bad Mikey really does. You heard? Check it out.
Say bad.
How's everybody doing? My name is Michael Lacey. I'm the case. I also co-facilitate a fatherhood program for PCing as well. That's something that started right at the shoot. I'm not as well of a speaker as my two counterparts. They did great job. So I got some notes. My experiences with men, and yeah, been great. Very personal because I was also an author that was in prison, wanting to be heard. So it touched me in a different way than everybody else. As well as meeting Michelle Alexander for the first time. Meeting Michelle Alexander was like a great experience for me because she changed like the perspective of my life. I once was a criminal. I viewed myself as a criminal. Reading her book and really understanding the message she had in her book made me, have a new perspective of myself and my life, and how I my view of mass incarceration that I never really seen before. So it was a turning point in my life. That was about 2010. I was still in prison. I was in prison for 25 years straight. That was 2010 when I first read her book. I went to a prison and they had a study group on the new Jim Crow, Michelle Alexander's book. So I was able to, read her book, study the book with this group, and I was already in the process of changing my life and doing things, educating myself. I went to prison with no education. So meeting her for the first time was like emotional, passionate. Like I had, slides. There I go right there. Like it was a very, very emotional moment for me. It was like a closing the circle of my life and really my jail dreams.
Hey, yo, that's enough. That's enough. This is what I'm really doing out here in the community. I just want to show y'all some of the.
Not ums. What's up with the ums?
I see that. They love the speech. They love the speech. They paying me to speak. This is what's really going on. I just want to show y'all some of the real work that's going on outside of YouTube. I don't got on the shades. I might have a little button up on. We really doing business out here. You know what I'm saying?
So if that wasn't Bad Mikey, who was it? Was that Michael?
That was Michael. That was Michael at his best. That was Michael in the community, you heard? Nah, on some real talk, I like to show y'all that. show y'all the real reality of what's going on. I usually post this stuff on my Instagram. I post little, snippets, but I speak a lot. They pay me to speak, different organizations.
As they should.
As they should. As we out here, we got stories. I'm just trying to show y'all that even though, all the stuff we've been through in our lives in our past, somebody needs to hear this information. And no matter, as long as you, be professional, you're the again. That's the thinking.
Yeah, we do that. We do that a lot. I do that a lot.
As long as you professional, come to the table, tell your story, and able to speak to people and communicate in a good way, then they're gonna actually help you, pay you, to come out here and speak to these kids, to speak to the community. That was all grown folks. That was actually, I spoke at Syracuse stage where they have the what do you call them? Not poetry nights, but plays. The Clyde. They got a play in New York by a whole incarcerated staff called Clyde.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You said it was all grown folks, but the truth is that Mikey, it was just like old white folks. If you look at it, it was just. Like,
I mean, you couldn't span. It was a bigger space. You couldn't really see. Shana was like at the front. Shana was there. She was doing the camera, so you couldn't really see. But it was a bunch of. It was different people. It was a lot of white people. It was a play. We spoke before the Clyde's play. We was at Syracuse stage where they have the plays. It was right before a play. So it was, it was a play crowd. But real life, we out here working and doing stuff in real life. We come up here on YouTube. You might see me with the shades. Y'all like he's still on his bullshit. But I'm out here on good shit. There's no nonsense in my life. You know what I mean? I'm out here working. I'm doing the right thing. And I'm always trying to show examples of that. You know what I mean? So don't get it twisted. You hear these old stories of us and you still think we on that time. I'm not on that time. I'm out here doing the right thing for my communities. I'll be popping out. I'm pulling up and I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Writing my books, doing what we're supposed to be doing to help, help change the narrative of guys coming home from incarceration. So that's what I do. You know what I mean? And I'm a case manager. So that's my real life, my real spill. You know what I'm saying?
But we had a great some of these questions. Do we get to any questions that are started? I see Shaniqua had a question, and I see some questions that are also in the comment. We got one question from the real 718 BK, and I see another question from Shaniqua.
What they say? Hold on, I'll get to him right now. Hold on. You said Shaniqua?
Oh, yeah, I see the real 718 BK said, how do you? Oh, all right. Shaniqua said, how does it feel to evolve? Did you think you would be where you are at now?
That for me?
For all of us, I imagine.
All right. So I mean, I think it feels great. We out here doing grown man stuff. We getting positive confirmation from our communities on the work that we doing. I think it's great. Like I was telling Manny, I think Manny's a smart guy. I think his family needs him, his community needs him to be out there and leading. And I think he just has a skewed view of that. And when he comes to the realization that him being a man and working and helping out his homies or whatever from a perspective that Manny can bring, I think he will understand. And that's what we doing. We only giving you the skills that we have, and we helping out with unique skills. I talk to people that other people can't talk to. I engage kids and make people come to programs and do stuff that other people, they won't talk or listen to them. I got straight up, young gangsters volunteering, carrying bags and, moving stuff and doing stuff like that, helping people, connecting people with furniture and different things. So, we got our own set of skills and we all got to use them. So my transition and evolution been great.
I going in on that question.
Yeah, get out, my brother.
Cause with me it's a lot of different variables. One is understanding the people around you and that they have to start adjusting to you and really knowing who you are. Right now that you have become this evolved person, or you have evolved from what you were. And that's something that I still actually struggle with, where people question certain things or look at certain things thinking that, oh, because you did this time, and because you were this person, let me see. I got let me see. So although it feels good, it's still it's humbling and paining a little bit that I have to be mindful of other people's feelings even more. Because they second guess or question certain things, getting to know the evolved me. You know.
Hold on, baby. Can you turn it down, please? So real quick, right? To answer that question, Shaniqua, evolution is like one of the greatest things that can happen to you because you're watching yourself go through a process of metamorphosis, and it's like one of the most amazing things that's happening. You kind of you feel it internally, but you don't really know the effect or the impact that it's having on you. To KK's point, until you start impacting and affecting the people who are around you, and you start doing things that you realize now you're changing a little bit. It doesn't mean you've made a complete change, but you're starting to rid certain things from your lifestyle that are counterproductive. What you notice about the people who change around you is that they start treating you differently, right? They start, before when they was your mans and stuff like that, they realize that because you're changing, they haven't gotten to that point of where you're at. And you kind of see yourself going in one direction and them going in another. And there's a little bit of jealousy, there's a little bit of envy. Then you realize that the people who you thought were your friends or the people who you thought was your peoples are not as close as you really thought that they were, because everybody's going in different directions. So it's a great feeling that you see that now you're starting to manifest some of the things that you should be manifesting, because it's starting to manifest itself. And to your, do you think that we will be where you are now? Allah knows best. I can't really answer that question because we don't have the answers to that. I am where I am. We are where we are as a result of the decisions that we've made, whether good or bad. We're here, but that evolution process was a part of that, and I'm thankful for the good and the bad. I have no regrets. Everything was a part of that process that made that contributed to who we are today. And I hope that I answered that.
Great God, salute. What up? We got another question right here. How long it took you guys to adopt to the community after all that time y'all did?
I'm still adapting, dog. I've been home 3.5 years. I'm still adapting.
Right. Yeah, I'm still adapting, but I think I ain't gonna lie. It was easy for us to adapt to the community. I mean, you adapted well. You can't say you're still adapting, but you hit the ground running because of the work that we did before we got out here. We was already educating ourselves, the skills that we built, retiring from the gang life, stepping up from the gang life that we once led. All these things factored in to us making an easy transition back to the community, and being so well, being great workers. We great workers. We just worked on a lot of the wrong things for the lion's share of our lives. Being honest, you heard? If we worked in a regular field, we'd probably be on we'd probably be on a whole nother level, you heard?
I agree. Well, it was easy for me to adapt. Now, yeah, pardon me, Mike. I didn't know if you were done.
No, it was easy. Like I said, it was easy for me to adapt. It was easy for me, we truthfully love our peoples, we love our communities. So it was easy for us to find work. We skilled, we bettered ourselves, we educated ourselves. We made time to build our skills while we was in prison. So my transition was easy. I had a family out here waiting for me. My family helped me a lot. My wife, my mother, my sister, my brother, my community. They gave me money. They all looked out, bought me things. I had clothes. I had, so my family, between my family and my friends and the community that helped me as well, I think, it made my transition real easy to come back out here to the community and adapt, along with educating myself while in prison and building my skills. Those things made it easy for me to make a successful transition. And I've been out here for 3 years, some change as well. Well, just go ahead, Mo.
Nah, I was going to say exactly what you just said. And just to say that the people who find it challenging for them to come out here is that they don't have three critical things that everybody needs to thrive out here. One is that they have to have some form of shelter. Two, family support. And three, a job. Me, KK, and Mikey were fortunate because before we even came out of prison, we were all married men. So our wives were already, while we were already inside, our wives already had done the groundwork for us to help us get to that next point.
Shout out to
Um,
them.
Shout out
no,
to
no,
Wifey.
super duper shout out
Shout
to
out
them.
to the Wifey.
Salute to the
Salute
salute
to
to
the
the wife.
Wifey.
Just the strong women. And I wild,
They
not to
on a
cut
whole
you off,
different level. Nah, no,
but
you ain't cut me off.
yeah,
You just adding on.
yeah,
Come down here
yeah,
and let me get a
just
kiss, baby. Kiss off camera.
know, man, like our wives, and they represent that holds so many brothers down. That's in that situation because that level of support helps balance. Like it's such a balance and calming thing. It helps keeps you sane. It helps
Well,
keeps you focused. It gives you a sense of life in that situation, and not just coming home, but even just maintaining inside of there. You know, maintaining inside of there. It's just important. And I just wanted to say, just thank y'all. Thank you, my wife, Vicky, love you, baby. Thank you. And just think, hey, all the strong women that's there, man, that's out there and support somebody. Keep up the good work, man. Love y'all.
Facts.
yeah, I agree.
Facts.
Yeah. Miss, it's me. Her said, "Do you believe your family community atmosphere led you all to incarceration?" No.
Yep, I do.
Um, I, I,
I do.
I have a dip. So me and Kyle from Cypress Projects was just about. If he would have came up here tonight, we were going to talk about that because I was exposed to a lot of criminal elements as a young child. I mean, really young. But I don't come from a criminal family. So I learned a lot of that from outside of my home,
That's your
seeing
community.
things.
That's your
That's
community.
my community. But do I believe that it led to my incarceration? And the answer is no, because at a young age I was taught right from wrong. I knew what I could do to help me excel and stay on the right straight and narrow path, and I chose. I made poor choices as a young individual that continue to metastasize and get worse over the course of my journey. But I knew what I was doing was wrong. I saw the hurt that it was causing my mother. I saw the pain that it was causing her. I saw all of the pain I was causing other family members, and I knew that it was wrong. And I didn't come from a family of dysfunction. I came from a family that valued family, people who worked, working class people who went to school, who had college degrees, who were in the military, who were community leaders and human service workers and social service workers and etc. etc. So I didn't come from that. I don't have that story to say, yeah, man, you know what? No disrespect to anybody. My mother was strung out on drugs, or my uncle was bringing me big apes to sell weed and or to sell crack. And I don't have that story. I made horrible decisions, and I suffered as a result of that. So that's I can't say that. No, sis, that no. I don't believe that for me. What do you guys say?
Well, I thought Mikey was about to go on, but
Yeah, bro.
if for me, it was a little different because there was dysfunction in my family. My father was in the streets, my mother was in the streets, my mother went to prison. Um, my father was shot. Thank Allah, like he made it survive, but he ended up changing his life. I had uncles, cousins who were in the streets that I was around. So even though that atmosphere, we still had a good strong family, but it helped me in that course that I actually went down. You know what I mean? And then the neighborhood that I was actually in and what I got involved in. I used to always look at it like, of course, you assume responsibility and take things, for what you've done individually. But at the same token, I was a child when this happened, and I don't take like nothing away from it. Even though I knew, I still was a child, and being a child, your parents, those that are older than you, they have some responsibility in the fact of snatching you away from the road, or preventing you from going down further what you already started. So with me, it's different. Family and community, actually led to my incarceration.
Um, I think it's a little bit of both family and community. I would say both. I come from a really a military family of Bible. They heavy on the Bible. They don't spell the rod. Weren't drug addicts or criminals at all in my family. We like the first generation that started doing all that craziness. Me and my brother. Um, but certain things that you learn at home, you take to school, and it's your interpretation of the things that you learn. So somebody hits you, you pick up the biggest thing you can find and hit them back. It's like telling your kid to go to school and use a weapon. Yeah. But these are the things that we were told when we were young. Yeah. Just being honest. Yeah. Somebody do something to you, you find the biggest thing you can and hit them in the head. We all told us in school, you heard? They ain't spared the raw. So I think some of that contributed to how violent I was. Um, some of that contributed to that. Just looking back at my life and how I was socialized. Community that I stepped into, everybody wasn't doing it. The friends I chose was in the streets and doing the street stuff. I come from St. Albans. St. Albans is a great hood. James Brown, Run DMC, LL, all these guys from my neighborhood, me coming up. But you had a big had a heavy drug presence. KK, we from the same community. So those things contributed. I can't say my whole community was doing that. It wasn't, but the people that I chose was. So that affected me as well. So I would say, yeah, I would say some of the atmosphere, but then it was my choices, who I chose to make my friends, the things I chose, to do. So I could have chose to do other things. A lot of my friends never been to prison. A lot of guys on my day ones, and a lot of people I grew up with, they never been to prison at all. It was my choice, but so I understand that, but I know my it was contributing factors for family and community as well.
I mean, well, although I grew up in East New York, I have childhood friends who are murderers, who are drug dealers, who were robbers and burglars and kidnappers, etc. But on the flip side, I also got friends who were doctors, teachers, and etc. Right? Bus drivers and engineers, and friends who done graduated from college, friends with master's degrees, PhDs. I got friends who from my projects who graduated from Harvard Business School. So it was for me. I think it was a matter of personal choice, that ability to just not make the best choices when I had the opportunity of doing so. And that was just my downfall, honestly. Any other questions?
Nah, I think that was it. We going on 3 hours, man. It's been a great time. We had a great night. This is thanks, Manny. Manny Brim, thank you for pulling up, man.
Yo, thank you for pulling up, Manny, man.
Word up.
We set the record straight with Manny. That was good because there was some misunderstandings, and Manny had an opportunity to say some things I'm sure he wanted to get off his chest as well. I'm glad we gave him that opportunity to do so. I appreciate that. Real talk.
Yeah, that was good, man. Any final words before we go up out of here, KK?
KK probably gonna say, find freedom in you, and that stuff you do.
What? Find the freedom in you. Find the freedom in you. Yo, you know that. Yo, I've been had it's crazy because I was talking to my cousin. Like we had some. I had some tough. Life is about progression, man. That's why everybody know that progression is living. Right? If you're not progressing, then that means you stagnated, and stagnating relates to something dead and dormant, right? And you don't want to be that. Keep progressing. No matter how small a step you take, keep progressing. And look at yourself. You know what I mean? That is the first step to anything. Look at yourself, see what's going on inside of you, because once you get you right, and you can help others out, then you can go to your family. You know what I'm saying? You can be able to express the issues that you may feel that you're going through and be able to help them with their particular issues, because we ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? We are not perfect. But what we do have is each other. So we need to look at each other and utilize that and help that and build on that. You know what I mean? And I just want to say I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all, man. Thank y'all for the work that y'all doing, because y'all really, really, really put it in, man. You know what I'm saying? And y'all inspire me, and I hope we continue to work and inspire others. You know, we locked in, man.
Yeah, we
We
locked in.
locked
Man.
in.
We really know.
Uh,
I think it was a great show, man. Like I said, thanks to Manny Brim for pulling up Shaquell. We're gonna keep it going. We couldn't get Kyle tonight. We're gonna get Kyle on another night. Hopefully he was just sleeping. Everything is well with him and his family. We get him back one of these days. But this was about, man. Coming up here, having these conversations, getting these young individuals, some older, getting their insight and really learning from them. Using these stories as lessons for all of us to learn from and to help these kids out in the community. We gotta, there's a lot of us is older on this platform right here. Really, we got some younger people that come through, but this is mostly elders and OGs and people out there, with positions and stature. We need to use that to what? Help the next generation get money, get the bag. Ain't nothing wrong with that generational wealth. We trying to build that as well and connect it and sharing these resources. Let's do that. Let's get it. Let's get together. Let's share our resources. Let's support each other. And, let's do the right thing for ourselves and our communities, man. That's what it's about, man.
Yeah, y'all said it all, man. Again, shout out to Manny Brim for pulling up. I think that was very important because, he expressed that he was upset. He pulled up with China Brim and he expressed, how he was feeling a certain way. And he and I, we had the opportunity to talk on the phone and stuff like that. But I'm glad that Mikey was like, yo, call him up here. And, we finally had the opportunity to get Manny up here so that he can, say what he had to say. We for those that was listening to Manny, we know that Manny is struggling right now. And I'm glad that he can be vulnerable in the public, like in the public spot like that.
That's
because
gangster.
That right there is the gangster part.
That's gangster. To speak your real thoughts, to come up
Mhm.
here and be a man and tell how you really feel, what's really going. That's gangster.
Yeah, take the mask off. Let's stop trying to, and that's one of the things that we do. We try to this persona, and it's all right to be human, vulnerable. Being a man doesn't always mean that you got to have your chest out front and like yeah, that's fine and dandy. Being a man also means that you can be vulnerable publicly and admit and you can cry openly and be emotional and it's all right. Embrace that, right? It's nothing wrong with that. It's not being soft. And you got individuals up here who did some things in their lives, that didn't make us men. It just made us misguided and misdirected. But being responsible, being a man is just simply coming up here and saying it's all right for me to be vulnerable and accepting that. Everybody that pulled up convo with Upstate, Rafael Ortega, Miss Sunshine, Tato Mills, Ascari 5, NS Brooklyn TV, Ice Coleon, Big Izzle 59, Super Mario. Shout out Super Mario. We was in stock together, man. That's the Billy from out of Jersey, man. Shout it out to you, man. Wesley Robinson, HBO Baller, Matthew Davis, Sincere RZ, Loquito Biz, Quiet Riot, Shaniqua Rogers, the sister It's Me, Her, all of y'all that Quiet Riot, everybody that pulled up, man. Sean Prince. I'm looking at it right now, man. Trenches Politics TV, John Boy Jail, Pee Wee. We gotta holla at
Pee Wee, Smitty, Shockwell.
Yes, man. Quell, man. Rodney Key, man. Thank y'all for
CK Diamonds. I seen CK Diamonds in the Great Guard.
I see
Great Guard salute.
He was in the building. Michael Lance in the building. Just Harris in the
Rodney
building.
Key, appreciate you.
Salute. Appreciate y'all, man.
So listen, man. Do not forget, man.
They running that super chat up, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Oh yeah, that was crazy tonight. If y'all want to come show love to the youth of Brownsville, If y'all want to contribute to collaborate in any way, Thursday we're having the grand opening at the Seeds to Roots Youth Action Center in Brownsville. Please, the information is in the chat. We will be there. Come show love. That's what we doing, man. Y'all already know I'm your host, Moshe Canty. I'm here with me. Take good night. Be locked in, y'all.
Salute to Manny Brim.
Shout out, Manny Brim. Be safe out there, man. Love you, bro.
Good show, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Love y'all, man.
Salute.
Do some homework now, bro. I love y'all. I gotta go, man.
Peace, bro.